What is up, guys? It's your boy Nathan. We're back with another watch along. We have Manchester United taking on Olympique Lyonnais. And yeah, that's going to be an interesting one. Seeing the lineup, the lineup's very interesting. Lineup's very interesting. I'm actually excited to watch Kova play some more. So I don't know about you guys, but hoping Kobe Mainu has another good game actually. Yeah, looking forward to the game, basically. What's up, Harsh? Good evening. Listening to West Brown talk to Marcus Rashford about his new contract signing. We got him for another 5 years. So that's nice, I suppose. Yeah, I just like to get on with the game, really, but waffling around is what Manchester United do. Hopefully, with the new ownership regime, we might, get more back to business. रोज ट्रांसफर window बढ़िया कर रही है man. I mean, it's like Sanjeev, in a way yes, in a way no. If you look at it as a whole, it's disappointing because of the way we have gone about it. Um, how do I explain this? Okay, just give me a second. I will answer that question, Sanjeev. Just give me just one moment. Just sharing the video 1 minute, just quickly. Talking about business, don't you think this window is not a glazer window? Yeah, so we'll get into that. What's up, Football Creeks? Okay, yeah, I will get to it. Just share the video, Sanjeev. So, how do I look? How do I explain this? Okay, first of all, Sanjeev, if you have to look at it as a whole, right? You can't just look at it at the signing so far. Okay, so here we go. Uh, we heard in October that the ownership was going to change hands. Just to set a little preface to the argument. In January, even though we knew we were going to have new owners, Richard Arnold only could give us two loans. Merton Arnold could only give us two loans, one Weghorst and one Sabitzer. Even though they knew we needed a number 9 because Ronaldo left before the World Cup. And Greenwood was whatever his issue was, and Martial was injured. So that was one thing. Fast forward into the new year, we found out that the talks have advanced to such a stage that by June we'll get new ownership. We were hoping the FA Cup would be the last straw. It didn't come to pass, unfortunately. And what happened was simply a delay in tactics. We didn't really know when the owners are going to come because we thought with new owners, when they clear off the debt, we'll have more money. Financial fair play, new sponsors, everything would have added up to the tally of the money we could spend. So there was that issue. In the meantime, they gave a contract to De Gea. De Gea agreed to sign it. Ten Hag pulled it back. Then we didn't know for sure when De Gea was going to go. We ran out his contract because we couldn't buy Onana in time. Then the Onana deal took 1 week to complete, even though apparently we have agreed personal terms with him about a week before. So, that didn't look good. Then we bought Mason Mount, which was not what we expected. We thought we'd go in for the number 9 first because we have a limited budget. But apparently Ten Hag wanted Mason Mount, so we got Mason Mount. Mason Mount was a little quick, but still probably not what we needed first choice. Now we are facing a number 9. Apparently we have agreed terms. Actually a while back, but it's only official now. We are taking so long to make deals come over that we only have Mason Mount on our preseason tour. Andre Onana apparently has been delayed. He's not on a plane yet, or he's on a plane today to come to Manchester United. So he's already missed 2 friendlies. We won't get Højlund until the preseason is over, probably, because we'll be in America. I don't think he's going to join us in America. We got rid of players thanks to the Saudi League, but we are not getting rid of the players we need to. Maguire is still here. Alex Telles we only got 4 million for, where Saudi are overpaying for a lot of English Premier League talent. We are still somehow not getting money out of it. We don't know if we're going to sell Fred or not. McTominay, there are demands for McTominay, but we don't know if we're going to keep Donny van de Beek. There's a lot of indecisiveness going on, Sanjeev, but the good news is that we are getting Ten Hag players. The problem is they're not going to be ready for the season. So it's not an ideal Glazers window, but at the same time, it's not the most ideal window for us, if that makes sense. So talking about business, cheers, we got 5 million from sales. Exactly, Harsh, that's exactly my point. We got 4 million from Telles and less than 1 million from Zidane Iqbal, who's a youth prospect, and Ethan Laird, who we thought would break into our first 11 one day. So we sold 2 of our prospect youths to open up funds for money we didn't have to buy the current players we need. So there are many ways that the Glazers have still ruined us, Sanjeev. I am happy we are moving forward, but at the same time, it's like we are still going to be at a little bit of a disadvantage by the time the season starts, if that makes sense. That being said, it's not any Glazers window, Hush, but it's a slightly better version of what we would expect, considering we didn't think the Glazers were going to be here. But as soon as we knew the Glazers were going to be here, we didn't really have hopes. But so far, it is a lot better than we thought it would be, but still not good enough, personally speaking, if that makes sense. Is Maguire leaving? That's another good question, Football Creeks. I don't know. He should, but I don't know. Jabba-dabba-doo-one, Newcastle fan, what's up, buddy? What's up? Congratulations on Tonali. Great signing for you guys. Harvey Barnes maybe coming in as well. Good signing. 3 signings, right? Onana, Mount, Johnny Evans. No, Johnny Evans is only here for preseason fitness. That could be a permanent deal, but it's only preseason fitness. It's, I believe, a 1-month contract at the moment, Football Creeks. Johnny Evans is actually free, so it wouldn't even affect our transfer kitty anyway. And it's not permanent yet, so no, technically no, not Johnny Evans. If we get rid of Maguire and can't get a centre back, we might keep Johnny Evans though. So that would actually prove that the Glazers are still at our window, unfortunately. Dhruv, yes up, Nathan. Let's go. GGMU. Yes. What's up, Dhruv? Good evening. Hello, Twalumba. It's been a while. How's everything going on in Russia? Hopefully you're safe and sound. What do you think will be the breakout star this season for us? I was hoping, you know what? I'm going to go, hopefully. Alvaro or Kobe Mainu. That's what I'm hoping for. When I'm saying breakout stars, I'm only talking about the youth here. Because I really want someone from the youth academy to excel this season. I'm really hoping for it. So that means you're not happy what management doing, taking so much for player negotiation, not selling it. Yeah, we have not sold anybody actually at Sanjeev. We just sold Tellers yesterday. We sold 2 of our youth academy prospects. That shouldn't count. We literally sold someone just today, like early hours today morning. We got Alex Telles off, who was anyway on loan to Sevilla. So he wasn't even playing in our team at the moment. Puneet's here. Welcome, Puneet. Chill, bro. Takes time 2-3 weeks for a player's fine. Just hoping for a Qatari takeover. Puneet, I don't want to make you feel bad, buddy. Welcome to the channel, by the way. If you haven't subscribed, please do. I don't want to disappoint you, buddy, but I have a feeling that we won't be Qatari until January, in the sense of I think that will be their first window. In the meantime, we have to just consolidate our team until January. That's the best we can do, I think, because the Glazers. I mean, Ferdinand looked like a joke, na? Rio Ferdinand said it's coming soon, coming soon. The Athletic said we haven't discussed the takeover for 6 weeks. There was no discussion for 6 weeks when Rio Ferdinand, like last week or 10 days ago, said, oh, it's incoming. Then the Athletic report that is no one said a thing for 5 to 6 weeks. I don't know who to believe, man. It's very frustrating. Top six predictions is Newcastle, Man City, Man U, Liverpool, Arsenal, Chelsea. Nobody's giving Spurs a chance, as usual. Maguire to Chelsea, Fofana is also injured this day. It could happen now, football creaks, but you never know. Maxi's leaving. Yeah, Alan said Maximin could be going out. That's true. Thanks, Nathan. All is well. Your summer break. Hopefully the weather's nice there, dude. I don't know. It's probably cold year round, though, isn't it? So close to the north, to the tundra. So after listening to your thoughts, do you think if Ten Hag starts playing his own style, this squad, they will struggle initially? I actually think we are gonna. This will be a transitional year of Ten Hag football. I think next year will be the one where we see him do full Ten Hag football, only because we will get all our players by next season. Like, I really think next season will be when we get rid of everybody that's a deadwood, and we'll only keep the ones that we think are rotational players. If we're lucky, we'll still get rid of a few this season. That's what I'm hoping for. But I think next season will be the one where we play full Ten Hag football. We're just about to start. Just give me a second. And we're off. I'll read the lineups in a moment. I'll just catch up with the chat. Me too. I have my money on Alvaro if he won't be loaned out again. Listen, man, we were on Sophie's channel. I was reading out the Alvaro Fernandez stats on Preston North End. I was very happy with it. What I am happy about today is we are going to see Kovar more. So I'm very excited to see more of Kovar. They've already played the ball to him and it's looking good. Ooh, Alvaro gets pressed but kicks the ball out. Would you take Max? Honestly, it depends on how much, Jabba, because we don't have money, first of all. And second of all, I don't know what's going on with Sancho. I don't really know if Sancho is. I don't want to put it out in existence, but I feel like Sancho's on the chopping block after the season. So there's that. Yeah, I don't want to put it out in existence, but I have a feeling that he might be not here for too long if he continues the way he's going, if that makes sense. Yeah, so I'm always worried about that, but at the same time, you never know, man. You never know with Ten Hag. You never know with Ten Hag. You never know. He could get something out of the Sancho this season. Maybe he needs another season. But if I'm being very honest with you, I think he's in real trouble this season. And I don't think we're going to get seen maximum this season, though. So doesn't really matter. Because this season we barely have any cash. So the thought of Alan Saint Maximin even coming to our team, the only way I can see it is if we swap for Sancho. And I don't see that happening. So would I take him? Considering what's going on right now, sure, but I'm okay with giving Sancho one more season. Yeah, I think he deserves it. He didn't get a full season under the previous regimes and stuff, and I felt he did get a little hard done by the prior coaches. I'm not going to pretend. So I think one more season is fine. So I would not take Alan Saint Maxima. Although I do like him. I do like a really skillful pacey player in general. But no, I would not take him as it stands. Jabba. Maybe next year I would have. I would have next year. That's the truth, actually. If the trajectory remains the same. But as of now, no. I'll stick with Sancho for one more season. I think a lot of people are sticking with Sancho right now for one more season. And I think honestly, I think that is the right way to go. I think that's what you should do. Bailey will go for 3 months. Man, we're not even getting any money for Bailey as well. Pai, sorry. Yeah. So Tellers turning 31 plus, no good performance and not surprised by the fee. Yeah, true. Not biased, lol. Our players are leaving. Apparently, we don't have any wingers left. We can't rely on makeshift wingers. Welcome to the club, football freaks. Let's see. I think Hoyland deal will be serious from our side. They will wrap up this like in 1 2 weeks, in my opinion. God, I hope so, Harsh. I genuinely hope so because I don't like the fact that we don't have all our players for preseason, man. It's really concerning for me personally. Um, but going to be positive that even if we don't get our players, um, when we don't get our players, I mean, if we don't get our players on time, at least they'll be okay. Hold on a second, guys. I'm having an issue here. Um, Even if we don't get our guys on time, at least they should be. Hopefully, we can get them ready to rock and roll by the time a couple of games in, because yeah, okay, I'm having issues. Yeah, not boy. Hold on a minute. Having issues with my stream. Give me a second. I'm gonna be a little behind, guys, because my stream is a little back, so forgive me for that. I am about a minute behind my actual timer. I will adjust it later on. Ahmad with a very good chance there. There's nothing I can do about it, unfortunately, but I will rectify that issue for the next stream. My MUTV is not working at the moment, so I'm kind of struggling here. Ooh, bad foul on Anthony. Okay, give me a second. I will go back to the chat quickly. Okay, what are we saying? Catch you in halftime watching the match. No problem, Hush. I feel we won't get Hoyland, in my opinion, this summer. We'll get him, Chalumba. We just won't get him in time. Kobe, a great start for him. Yep. Very excited. Very hopefully he breaks through, man. Really looking forward. Anthony back at it again. Nathan's a suggestion. Please change your Insta setting, please, of group chats. What do you mean? What's on my group chats? I don't get it, Darren. Would you care to explain? I haven't really done anything. If City comes calling, would you sell Sancho to City? Yeah, but I'll make you pay a crap load of money for him for Creeks, which means it won't happen because, quite frankly, I'm tired of getting fleeced. So it's time we should do some fleecing of our own, if that makes sense. Ahmad showing the qualities. Yep. I am 1 minute behind, guys. So it doesn't matter. You can spoil it for me if there's a goal or anything. But I'm just letting you know my MUTV is giving me troubles. Oh, look at us. Laurent Blanc here. We lost to West Ham yesterday with 752 passes, 32 shots with 91% possession. Give it time, man. Give it time. 752 passes, though. Pretty good. What's your thoughts on Amrabat? Seems like personal terms could be. Apparently, we have done personal terms with everybody, like way in advance. Jensen, what's up, by the way? I'm sure you're very happy. Oh boy. I'm sure you're very happy with what Arsenal's doing. What are your thoughts on Havertz, Jensen, since you're here? I can't believe you'll spend that much money on him. You're going to be very disappointed about that, by the way. I'm telling you right now. Matthew, you're a Spurs fan, right? I know it was hard luck yesterday, but he was good. But it was mad, dude. 750 passes, damn good. It's starting already. Yo, Felix simping for us now. That's listen, man. Listen. You know how these football players are, Death Slayer. You know. Caicedo was a United fan. Now apparently he's a Chelsea fan, you know. He does. I would just take it in my stride, dude. If he comes, he comes. If he doesn't, who cares? Barcelona won the league last season. Joao Felix was at Chelsea. Let's not pretend like you'll need Joao Felix. You know, he's good. He would be good. Ooh, almost threaded into the lovely little pass there by Fernandez. Don't know about the hairstyle though. Not gonna lie. Why did he even renew? Oh wait, hold on. Football Geeks, Postecoglou is so good. 2 centre backs, and we are good to go. Listen, man. Why did he even renew last season? Who knows, bro? Who knows? Don't listen to anything footballer says, dude. They'll say whatever they need to get out of the crap they are in. MUTV's crap keeps buffering. Yeah. Well, Sancho shoots. Blocked. Again, guys, just a little heads up. I'm 1 minute behind. Feel free to spoil because it's a pre-free season friendly. But I'm just letting you guys know. Full disclosure. If you don't see me react on time, it's because I didn't say it. Are Nathan, what's happening? You are in group chat of toxicity people which you have been added. So change your settings on which until your permission no one can add you. Okay, I'll do that, Dhiren, because I've just muted the chat is what I've done. I know what you're talking about, Dhiren. Ooh, Sancho? Dude, I'm liking how Kovar is playing right now, though. I have to be honest. Hi, Lucky. What's up? I'm good, Lucky. How are you? Lucky, were you really that? Did you go see the Indian national team? Were you that close to them? Bro, why didn't you take a photo with them or something, man? You were so close to Sunil Chetri. You should have definitely taken a photo or something. That's such a cool spot you were in, dude. That too, he came out of nowhere. I saw your edit. He was like, the way you edited it is like he snuck up on you, like came out of nowhere, like a ninja. Yeah, I'll do that though, and although they are on mute, bro, because I don't want any of that drama. I know what's been happening. Nathan, what happened with Kai? What? No, nothing happened with him, dude. I just, you know, I don't know, man. 60 million? That seems mad. So Rafinha might be heading to City, so Joao Felix to Barcelona makes sense now. I mean, Joao Felix isn't really a winger, though, right? I'm sure he could play winger because he has the creativity for it. I don't know if it's a like for like, man. Rafinha is coming back to England. That's, bro. I don't understand. These people say ooh, that's a nice little pass by Kova. Kova is a little bit of a risk taker. Don't know how I like it. Oh, we lost the ball. Who was that? Who lost the ball there? Was that Anthony? Anyway, Rafinha isn't going anywhere. Casiro was a United fan, Chelsea player, and Arsenal. Exactly, Harsh. It's like, bro, just don't listen to any of them. Like, really, man. I'm not saying they're lying or anything. It's just that, listen, man, Doherty was a Arsenal fan, had to go back and delete his tweet before he joined Spurs. Only so Spurs could let him go on a free anyway later on. Just don't listen to anybody, dude. Mbappe's mom's a Liverpool fan. You think he's going to sign ever for Liverpool? Come on, man. Bro, he said he's a Real Madrid fan and snubbed them one time. So, ooh, we're through? Sancho? God damn it, Sancho. How are you this slow, bro? Okay, that to be fair, I don't know if was he slow. Let me see that again. Call him slow a lot. Rashford have definitely got to that. It was a nice slip in by Diallo. All I can do is hope that Arteta saw something we didn't have is because he's confusing signing as Pepe was. I mean, Pepe, I at least get Jensen because like Pepe was second highest scorer, played for Lille, which was not really the best performing team at the time in Liga. So I can see why Pepe, only behind Mbappe and whatever. I know it is the French league and, it is what it is. But I mean, we saw what Havertz did last season, dude. Do 60 million. I was like, what? Unbelievable. We can't get rid of any of our players, dude. Fred, who actually had a decent season last season, Fulham wants to pay 15 million for him. I'm like, bro, 15 million. My God, how far up was it? Martinez is in the box. Ooh, ooh. Sancho's with the nice moves there. Well, at least Anthony is on the left side, but no crosses. So Rafinha is way better than Slings. I mean, probably not prodigal wise, right? Death Slayer. Like Joao Felix was a prodigy. I don't even know what the hell Rafinha was doing when he was his age. You know what I mean? I mean, to be fair, Rafinha has definitely gone leaps and bounds better over the years, but I think when he was Felix's age, I don't think he was that good, was he? To be fair, that being said, I don't see why Rafinha would want to leave, considering he wanted to be in Barcelona now. David Moyes, he is 63 years old, senior citizen, Buddha Admi, and he still plays Park the Bus football. I mean, now that he doesn't have Rice, he kind of has to do it even more, doesn't he, Matthew? Now that he doesn't have Rice, who is that replacement going to be? Suchek's more attacking anyway. I'm going to assume he's going to be doing a lot of that. He's got Europa League football next season as well. He's definitely going to be doing a lot of that. Arsenal got scammed, possibly. Hope so. Well, Nathan, been nice break from footy. I agree, Jensen. Even I took a bit of a break, man. I'm not going to lie. Nathan selling Kai was a mistake in your opinion. Do you think so, Darren? I mean, he was genuinely terrible last season. Dude. I mean, I think y'all got a good deal. Ooh, oh no, Lyon's on. Lacazette. Oh, fizz it across to absolutely nobody. Ooh, keeps it in play. ये मैंने बोला 2-3 बार चेत्री सर वो जल्दी में थे इसलिए वो चले गए लेकिन फाइनल के दिन सोचा कि मिलूंगा फिर मैच होने के बाद सारे प्लेयर्स के पास गया ट्रॉफी सेलिब्रेट That's sad, Lucky, but I can see how that can happen. But it's still pretty good, man. Pretty close to. That must have been an awesome experience. Ronaldo literally rattled Twitter and certain fan base yesterday. Matthew, you know what's the funny thing, right? He said, normally I don't really care when people say weird stuff. And here's why it's a little weird, okay? He said in a few years' time, the Saudi League will be one of the best leagues in the world. And I was like, What are you talking about again? Say that again, please. They lost to Celta Vigo 5-0. Celta Vigo, dude. And he thinks in a couple of years the Saudi league is going to be one of the top six leagues in the world. I was like, come on, man. Just like, I don't understand. Why can't they just enjoy playing the football and be done with it, dude? This is the worst thing about social media. Like us younger people, we enjoy it. But like these older people, they're so out of touch. They don't realize like what they're saying is going to, like, people are going to carry like receipts and like throw it in their face one day. Like, bro, the Saudi league is like the Chinese league from 10 years ago. The Chinese league are the first league to do this. Then the MLS did it. And then, ooh, maybe, oh, nice slip in there. No, the Chinese league were the first league to kind of do this stunt too. Then MLS like a couple of years later, and now the Saudi league's doing it. I'm like, none of them took, dude. None of them took. The Saudi league will not be a top six league ever. Not forget 5, 6 years, dude. I don't think in 15 years they're going to be a top six league. But you know what? Could be better than the MLS. To be fair, it could be better than the MLS. I'm not going to lie. That is a very realistic possibility. But top 5, 6 leagues in like 10, 12 years, 5, 6 years or whatever he said. Sorry, sir. I don't think that's happening. Would you sell Magu to us? Didn't I would carry him on my back and walk to London. I'd give him to you. Hope that answers your question. ट्रॉफी सेलिब्रेट किया बस सुनील सर पहले ही कार में चले गए इसलिए फाइनल के दिन उनसे मिला नहीं पाए होपफुली इस बार आईएसएल में मिलूंगा yes when he comes to play Odisha FC right we'll have a couple of opportunities for sure you know when I was your age right we had Baichung Bhuttia who was I suppose you could say our Indian football hero and I always thought he was cool you know and then Sunil Chetri was going to overtake him. I was like little sad, but then I realized, you know what, man, at least we have like so many new football stars. Back then, like Baichung Bhuttia used to be like the standout, like everyone knew him, everyone recognized him, even if you didn't play football, you knew who he was. Hopefully, Indian football has a lot more of that, dude. Because cricket has that, man. Like people who don't even watch cricket know some of these cricketers, dude. It's like, hopefully, football turns that way. Because I'll tell you this much: we're not going to get any help from our government, dude. You can bet on that. You're not gonna. The government's doing what the government has always done. They stifled our growth in hockey. They stifled our growth in football in the 50s. If it ain't cricket, it ain't shit in this country, dude. Hell, dude. Even pro wrestling, even when WWE was trying to like grow pro wrestling, it didn't work. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, thank God Lacazette's crap. Thank God Lacazette's crap. Oh, lovely tackle there. Wan-Bissaka. Obi on the other end there. Ahmad. Ooh, almost went around him. And then actually Pepe was talented, not Kai. That's what I'm saying, dude. I thought Pepe at the time it made sense. But fortunately, it didn't work out. Pepe was confusing because of the money spent on a player we didn't use. The fans wanted him on the pitch. We're going to use Kai when most didn't want him, so it's a reverse for similar money. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. I remember there was a song, right, like of Pepe and Dan James. Turned out to actually be true, which is really, I don't know, weird, sad. Depends on how you look at it. Yeah. Who's a Rice replacement? Palinia? No, bro. Palinia is, you know how much money West Ham are gonna have to spend to get Palinia? And why would Fulham give them Palinia? Fulham finished above West Ham last season. Why would they do that? They might lose Mitrovic too. It doesn't make sense. I don't think so. They'll definitely not sell him to a London club. Ange will win us a UCL final. I'm having that feeling with him. Listen, man, you got to get there first, but anything's possible. 750 passes for a first game, pretty good. Nathan, I agree, was terrible, but we don't have attackers apart from Nkunku, and don't say Sterling for Jesus' sake. Well, I never liked Sterling anyway, if I'm being very honest with you. Uh, so don't worry. You won't hear me at least say Sterling. I mean, you have Nicholas Jackson, you'll have Broha, and you still have Obama Young. Yeah, man, it's not, you know what, actually. This transfer window wasn't as exciting as I thought it was going to be. I'm not going to lie. If you take away all the good business Arsenal have done, the rest of our clubs have really been. We have been moving quite slowly across this transfer window. I thought this transfer window, a lot of us are going to cook, man. You know, I really, really thought so. For different reasons, obviously. Like some of them are getting Europe for the first time. Some of us would have gotten new owners. That didn't happen either. But then what happened in the end was like Arsenal have like good players and everyone else is just like trying to figure out what else do we need at this moment in time. Ronaldo's just becoming more and more delusional. I mean, listen, man, I really do think it might be better than the MLS, but I don't think it's going to be a top 5 league, dude. I mean, they got thrashed by Celta Vigo. Listen, Celta Vigo is not the worst club in the world, so it's not that surprising. But that being said, 5-0, even for a preseason friendly, is not how you'd want to start your own preseason, if that makes sense. So, apparently, West Ham are eyeing Goretzka as the Rice replacement. Jesus, that's a real downgrade for Goretzka, isn't it? Good for him. एक फनी इंसिडेंट हुआ यूरो इंटरकॉन्टिनेंटल कप के फाइनल के दिन तो ग्राउंड पे मैंने गुरप्रीत सिंह संधू द गोलकीपर यप को कहा कि मैं अपने बस में आपके साथ जा सकता हूँ वो बहुत हंसी दिन दिन ज़रूर It's nice, dude. It's a nice memory to have, especially after fantastic performances he's had in the Asian Cup. Man, he was one of the first few players that went overseas to play even, right? What was it? The Norwegian second division, I think, somewhere in Scandinavia. It didn't work out, bro. Like the level, even if you take the Norwegian second division, bro, the level of football is so high in Europe. Dude, we are so many years away from catching up with Europe. People don't understand, man. If there's no grassroots facility in every state, the way China and Cuba have their sporting system, we will never improve in other sports, man. There's so many people, dude. We should be doing better in the Olympics, better in the Commonwealth Games, better in the Asian Games. It's kind of sad, yeah. It is. With this government, you know, they want more engineers. That too, all the engineers go abroad to make more money. It's one of those things, dude. Then even when we play well, we never get rewarded. Like what is happening now, the Asian Games. I mean, like I said, dude, if it ain't cricket, it ain't shit in this country. Bro, they're dropping more money at Ranji Trophy matches than footballers get in the best league in the country, dude. Like, what else is there to say? You can't say anything else, dude. Ronaldo thinks he's Jose Mourinho. Wouldn't that have been fun if he went to Jose Mourinho and coached in Saudi League? That would have been hilarious, dude. Social media has blown up a lot of things over the years, including how much money people are bringing to the table. As far as footy is concerned, Saudi pockets are bottomless compared to other leagues. Yeah, Jensen, I just don't think in the next 5-6 years footballers in their prime will go there. So I don't think it can ever be a top 5 league. Good players will go there. I just don't think in their prime, which will be a really difficult concept to say that, you know, they're going to be a top 5-6 league in the world. They'll definitely the league. I mean, listen, man, I don't even know how many teams are in the league. Like even all the Saudi teams themselves aren't basically buying these players. It's like a few teams, right? It's Al Ittihad, Al Hilal, Al Ali, and Al Nasser. And Al Ettifaq might get who got Steven Gerrard might get Jordan Henderson, but who do they have otherwise? It's like there's four teams in the Saudi league that are buying these players. It's not even all the Saudi league, so it won't even, like, if the league has no parity itself, it will not even be a strong league. But let's see, man. You never know. I mean, I don't even know what are they going to play, the Asian Champions League. Like, I mean, I guess it's a good tournament to be a part of. Ooh, we're through. Ah, that's why I hate this Messi Ronaldo fan base. I adore Ronaldo as a player, not a idol and all. Listen, man, got to enjoy them as players only. That would be the best way to consume sports. But it's very difficult to do that, unfortunately. Oh my god, I'm way behind on the chats. Hold on. Hey Ayush, good evening. That's clear. Well, it can happen though with that crazy signing. Good. I want a Ronaldo type player in my club. A selfish wants to win mentality player. Oh, y'all should have got Kyogo, man, from Celtic Furuhashi. Hi guys, how's the game going? It's pretty open actually, Arnab. They've had some chances, but thank God Lacazette left his finishing boots at Highbury. Sorry, the Emirates. Arnab's in the house, yes. Did you hear Declan Rice song by EFT? Oh, I'm not doing that, dude. The party song didn't even go that well. And watching all of those stiff people dance was kind of sad. But West Ham have European football. That is true. They have European football. I just don't think Goretzka wants to go from a Champions League quarterfinal to a Europa League quarterfinal. Hello, my LHM. Hello, my Protestant friend. I'm not a Protestant LHM, but hello to you too. Oba had gone to Marseille. Is he? When did that happen? I didn't even know that happened. Ooh, Mount. Amad Diallo. Chip cross. Blocked. Amad Diallo. Oh no. Almost a very bad back pass there. Lacazette gets a foot to it but goes out. So we don't have Obama Yang. Yeah, I just saw that. Marseille, huh? I guess that's good. Martinez, can I have your t-shirt, please? I'm sure someone will get that for you. Yeah, baby, your favorite player would get chance under Poch, bro. Listen, man, he could. You never know. Breakout season. Ooh, that's a bad foul on Hannibal Mabry. Actually, European football has a history and tradition of 100 plus years. It's a match of football culture and money. Both Saudi has money, but what about football culture? Yeah, it's going to take 20, 25 years, dude. The AFC Champions League could become a big deal. It could become a very big deal. But I don't think it'll be a bigger deal than the Champions League and the Libertadores. It could be the third biggest big deal, I suppose. Um, it's going to take a while, man. It's not going to take 5, 6 years. It's going to take. First of all, you have to convince. Ooh. Oh, that was a lovely steal there. Couldn't get the ball to one of the United players, unfortunately. Alvaro Fernandez out of position. Sandro Martinez blocks it. Great header there in the box to go out. Lovely fall down by Alvaro Fernandez as well. These Lyon players are getting. The cross came in. That was good block by Varane. Saw Cristiano's comments, Nathan. Yes, the Saudi league's better than the MLS. Who knows, dude? Possible. Possible. Don't know. I don't know how much I want to see either of those teams leagues play football, but it's possible. European football, global dominance is due to its rich history, deep-rooted football culture, high-quality talent pool, competitive balance, globally strong infrastructure, all top-notch and top-notch coaching. Other leagues like the Super League, God, that was a crap league, wasn't it? Super League, Saudi League face challenges in building similar legacy and sustaining success despite significant money. Exactly, dude. It's gonna take at least 15 to 20 years. I mean, the MLS are just starting to gain, that culture where they can have expansions and all now. And but they're still getting players after their prime. The moment the game changes is when the players are being brought in their prime. And I don't see that happening for another at least 15 to 20 years. That's a dude in the Middle Eastern countries. They're crazy for football. They're passionate. They're just growing. But who knows? But they will never be better than you. Even if they will, Matthew, we're talking about it'll take. It won't be in our lifetime. See, I never say never, but in general, as a general rule, well, I do, but as a general rule, I don't. Uh, not in our lifetime. Lyon dominating position. Yeah, I used to be fair. This is a ragtag bunch of players, isn't it? Most of them don't play with each other. Most of them are not going to be playing with each other, and some of them are not even playing in their position. So all in all, it's been all right. But Leon has definitely had better chances. That's for sure. That's for sure. Nathan, I guess you dislike Messi, LOL, because you agreed with Siyasa and Messi wasn't there, you would have disagreed. No, I said it's possible they are better than MLS, dude, but how are we going to determine it, LHM? And I don't dislike Messi, dude. I don't dislike Messi and I don't dislike Ronaldo. I don't care. I only care about watching the game, dude. These comments and all, it's just a waste of time, dude. This is just to like curry favor with fan bases and stuff, man. I just want to watch football, dude. Like, eventually it gets to a point where everybody just talks too much, dude. And this is kind of why I like UFC, because everyone shuts up and then they start just punching each other. Everyone just talks too much in football now to everybody. Okay, I'm not talking about football. I'm talking about like pundits, like commentators, like everyone has an opinion, dude, which is great and you're entitled to it. But then, when you're doing things just to get people annoyed, like, explain something to me, okay, LHM, honestly. How can you determine if the Saudi League is or is not better than the MLS? How can you actually determine it? Because I can say anything, right? I can say the ISL is better than the Saudi League, but how can we determine it? We can't. This is all just hearsay. So the great thing about Champions League football is we can say La Liga is better than the EPL, and then we can see how many teams win it or how many teams go the furthest in all the European competitions from each league, and say, okay, this league's better, that league's better, whatever you want to call it. For example, this time in 2 out of the 3 competitions, English teams won. The third competition, the Europa League, we went to a quarterfinal, right? So on average, you can say the Italian teams and the English teams had a very good European season as a league. Uh, excuse me. But we can also determine who's a better league, at least for that year, based on based on how well we did in European competition, because we have the opportunity to play teams from that league. How do you determine the MLS is better than the Saudi League or vice versa? You can't. You just can't. But I don't dislike Messi, dude. It doesn't even make sense to me to like have an opinion of it on it either way, really. But you definitely know people didn't enjoy that comment. That's for sure. I want a suggestion from a Nadal fan. Can I ask? Sure. Sure, I guess. Excuse me. If they pull off Musa Diaby, uh, I mean, Musa Diaby could be a good shot, dude, but he's very left-footed. There won't be a lot of crosses coming in from the right-hand side, dude. I'll tell you that much. MLS doesn't even have a relegation system. That's true as well, Matthew. It's actually a very good point. Although they have more expansions, which are very interesting. It's like the NBA, isn't it? Mount on the free kick. I mean, that wasn't. I mean, that free kick was terrible. But anyway, change the topic, guys. Sure. Arnab is ignoring me just like Nathan. I'm not, but you can definitely ask me. LHM now Cristiano's 90% right, just the media which are portraying like it's rude or arrogant. But this, but his words are. I mean, listen, man. I don't know. I just don't know how you can determine such a thing, really. But fair enough. UEFA is considering clubs from the RSPL to be invited to UCL. Interesting. Lack of trust. He's talking about Palinia, babes. Oh, you're talking about Palinia. Oh, Johnny Evans warming up. The problem with MLS is the four government clubs buying top players. Rest teams are not doing anything. I would have agreed if rest teams had done the same. You know what? I feel there's a similar thing going on in the MLS, in the Saudi league as well, dude. Because the Al Ittihad, Al Ali, Al Nasser, and what's the other one? Al Hilal are the ones that are making all the moves. If you think about it, so might be something similar going on in the Saudi league as well. Bro, even West gone for 9 months, bro. Six knee injuries now total? Six knee injuries. Bro, he's so young to get knee injuries, man. Only this, that's sad, dude. That's sad. Sorry, man, Saudi league. Oh yeah, no. Okay, good. I said we are saying the same thing then. Yeah. Yep. The same four. I believe I named the all four correctly as well. Disrespect to the mighty Conference League. They're the third best league. No, dude, I'm just saying. It's not a disrespect. I'm just. I mean, it's not even a league, is it? It's like a league of. It's not a like a domestic league, is what I meant. But yeah. Hey, Daz. I'm good. I'm good. Good evening, buddy. How are you? It's only the start, bro. They'll definitely love subs. Bro, injury. If all the clubs in Saudi start buying players, then all players will move Saudi. They will convince them. Listen, man. If all the teams in the Saudi league could do that, where they get a like a higher quality level of players, could get interesting. Could definitely get interesting. I can't lie. FIFA change the club World Cup format can change anything. More winners from different continents and more teams winning. They could do that. I mean, FIFA is a dodgy thing. Did you see Rooney comments? I did. I don't listen, dude. I'm very consistent with this. Do not listen to pundits because you don't know what's going on, dude. Yeah, a lot of our pundits have said some interesting things over the last 3-4 years. So don't take it too seriously, or don't take it as black and white. Is the best way to put it. Oh no, it was a really good tackle. There was Alvaro Fernandez. Oof. Ooh. Whoa. Rough tackles going on here. You're trying to injure young players, are you? There we go. Mason Mount's through. Anthony running down the middle. Diallo cuts in one. Oh. Let's see what happens now. CR7 fueled it. Saudi rest clubs need to do something. LHM, that's what I'm seeing. The ignition was great, but now the whole thing needs to be fired. After that Djokovic loss, I cried honestly. Probably won't see tennis again because we all know it's over. How should I overcome this? So watch tennis because you like to watch tennis, dude. Like once Nadal retires, I'm sure I won't watch it as much, but I'm sure I'll keep an eye on it here and there. Al Hilal have made a 50 million bid for Luis Diaz. Jesus, dude, are they actually gonna sell Luis Diaz after like 18 months or whatever? Listen, they might need the dough. Whole Saudi League team plus oil money owners are somehow ruining the football that I was used to see while growing up. People are losing passion just fees, salaries are defining their careers. Listen, man, there'll still be people who hold out from making the move, but yeah, I think football is heading that way actually. I think it's going to be more the norm eventually, though, Arnab, because reflection. So I think it's going to have some kind of parity eventually. Not right now, though. I think for the betterment of the league, they need to buy players because only four government teams buy players. It will be known as Lali 2.0. I was told coach coming back to SummerSlam to find face Grayson Waller. That would be great, actually. I don't see how that happens because SummerSlam is around the corner. But that'd be interesting. Maybe like there's like a Grayson Waller effect show on SummerSlam or something. Like how Kevin Owens angle happened. That could be nice. Ooh, ball goes out of bounds. Either my problem with the MLS and Saudi League is there no relegation for government clubs buying players. Yes, I could see why that is a problem. Um, yeah, I mean no relegation. It's like the NBA, isn't it? They only have expansion teams. They don't have any. I mean, to be fair, the NBA do have this whole draft pick thing, but for the crap teams. But apart from that, there's no actual repercussions. Is there? It's not as exciting, but at the same time, I think this is. I don't think there's enough infrastructure to have more leagues. LHM, if that makes sense. So even if they wanted to have more leagues below the first league, there's not enough money. There's not enough players. There's probably not enough a lot of things to do that. Nathan will get. Will Saudi get the 2030 World Cup hosting rights? We know they're buying players to achieve it. So it's what 2023. No matter how many players they buy in the next 7 years. Oh, that's a bad foul by Hannibal Mabry. Oh, depends on FIFA, man. I don't understand why we can't get a World Cup, bro. Like, if you care about burgeoning countries to provide football, Saudi Arabia have always had a good team. They always make it to World Cups. Like, go to a country which will it can positively affect everything about it if you come for a World Cup. And India will be one of those places. If you come to India, even if you want to do the subcontinent thing, whatever, like India, Sri Lanka, whatever. Like if you do that, the way you will boost, football in the region by doing it, it'll be fantastic. We have halftime, guys. Have halftime. I'm about a minute behind, so I'm looking for some changes. Lyon kind of gave us the business in the attacking half. Yeah, man. What are we here? 62% ball possession to 38's Lyon, but we had 7 total shots. Lyon had 4. We had 2 shots on target. And 3 off target. 2 block shots each, 2 corners apiece, 6 fouls United, 8 fouls Lyon, 8 free kicks to 6 in favor of United, 13 throw-ins to 3 in favor of United, 4 goal kicks to 3. One big chance missed, 4 shots inside the box, 3 shots outside the box. Two goalkeeper saves by the Lyon goalie. 291 passes to 171 passes. We're getting the passes off 90% passing accuracy like that. Long balls, not too many, but 50% is success. Crosses, 50% success. Dribbling, 60% success. We lost the ball equal amounts of times at 51. One of just two more aerial duels than Lyon. 4 aerials apiece. Lyon were more aggressive with 10 tackles and 8 interceptions. 6 clearances each. Kobe Mainu had another good game. Diallo had a nice game today. Who else? I thought Alvaro did okay. I'm liking this Alvaro kid. Really am. Okay. MLS fucked up, to be honest. Football will never grow there. It will never grow there, dude. That is true. I meant 2030. I know what you meant, LHM. I get it. Well, it was a boring first half. Looking forward to for kids to play well. Yeah, man, I was looking forward to it too. But the player types don't match up that well as well, dude. If you take in Jane Sancho, Anthony, Mabry, who's quite a free spirit, the player styles aren't matching up. Alvaro Fernandez was leaving. Lisandro Martinez quite open. That could have something to do with the fact that the front four are doing their own thing roughly as well. Although Alvaro Fernandez did put a nice slide in pass there at one point of time. Kobe Mainu, I think, was very solid. Yeah, looking forward to the change, man. Listen, it's growing pains. There's a ton of kids here that have not played for Manchester United. Mabry, Mainu, Fernandez. Diallo has played a little bit first when Solskjaer bought him, but Kovar, so, looking forward to bringing out the big guns. The big guns being the kids who apparently played more. I have to say something. The kids played more daringly in the second half in the last game. So I'm actually looking forward to it. You know what? I agree with Ayush. I'm looking forward to the kids. Although there were kids in this game too, but yeah. Which Assassin's Creed should I play first? Black Flag. Oh god, I forgot the names, dude. Unity Syndicate, Ezio. Listen, man, do the Ezio collection. The Ezio collection is something I love. I never played the first Assassin's Creed, but I quite enjoyed the Ezio collection. Origins, Odyssey. I wouldn't play Odyssey, dude. Odyssey would be the one of the last I'd play. I don't know which one's the American one. Don't play that one. That wasn't good. Yeah. Sancho so frustrating when we are the counter. He always slows it down, dude. He also got fed through by Diallo, but he couldn't make it in time. I don't know what we're gonna do, man. I don't know what we're gonna do. Really need a striker. Simple. Almost slept watching the first half. Listen, Twalomba, the only thing I can say about that is it's better than not watching any football. That's about it. Wasn't the best. 62% possession though, still, man. Almost 300 passes in the first half. I'll take it. Not the best game of football that we have seen, but we've seen worse. So, thank God Alexander Lacazette is like the French version of, like, I don't know, Charlie Austin or Che Adams or something. Thank God he always leaves his shooting boots somewhere else. We have gotten lucky a couple of times. Al Nasser players can't pass the ball. How can they start growing so fast? How can they think to start growing? Listen, man, it's promo, dude. It's promo for Park Creeks. What else can I tell you? You're gonna do Chelsea versus Wrexham tomorrow? No, dude. We're gonna play Wrexham ourselves in a couple of days, so no. Anthony was good on the left wing initially. Mount looks good in backtracking as compared to Ericsson. Exactly, that's what we got him for, dude. Evans is the big player. Last of staff very deep in England. Yeah, we're back at it, Shanks. Just when we thought we lost all of them, we're back in with another Fergie member. Where did you get this hoodie from? Ah, dude, this hoodie is Nike store 12 years ago. Yeah, that's how Glazers out I am, Zakaria. 12 years ago. I'm wearing this thing in the heat in our country. I absolutely refuse to buy anything that we put out. Yeah, I've missed some very sick kits over the years, dude. I've missed some very sick kits over the years. I don't regret it at all. I don't regret it one bit. But I would really like to, you know, buy a new kit. I like Mabry's interception here. We're just seeing Anthony. I mean, Anthony's finishing, dude. That was such a good chance. Oh, even on his left foot, man. I mean, what are we gonna do with our wingers, dude? They're very frustrating. On looks good in backtracking. Yeah, I was gonna say Shanks. That's what we got him for, right? The engine as well. That was another reason we got him. Big engine. Anthony was good on the left wing initially. How many crosses did he put in though, Shanks? This is the same thing again, man. It's the same story again. 6 minute Ahmad Diallo had a good chance in the 6 minute, didn't he? Yeah. Oof, that was a pretty good save, though, to be fair. Nathan, Indian government care about cricket, so expecting FIFA World Cup in India will be impossible. I mean, listen, man, we got the Commonwealth Games. I think we had the Asian Games at some point of time. And I don't necessarily think it's that impossible. Didn't we have like a FIFA under something World Cup year as well? I mean, listen, man, they're shitting themselves. They know once they bring football to this country. Don't get me wrong, man. People are always going to watch cricket, but it's going to be different gravy, dude. When they see the sheer expanse of how many people are going to visit this country with the World Cup, they will have no choice but to accept how much bigger football is than cricket. You see, because when you don't do it, you never actually know, right? You know they are, you know it is bigger because it is bigger. But until you see the sheer mass of it, you don't know, man. Why do you think Saudi's trying to do it? Saudi's gonna blow up by 2030. If they win the bid, dude, Saudi Arabia is not even gonna look like the same country anymore, dude. They're trying to build some giant rectangular thing in the middle of the desert. Like in the middle of the desert. Just a giant rectangular city. Not a rectangular city, it's like a straight line. That's it. That's how the city is gonna look, like a straight line. If they get the motive, they get the encouragement to do these things. Imagine if the World Cup came to India. You think the government want to spend on like 6 brand new football stadiums, dude? They aren't gonna do that. Come on, man. They have I don't know where else they spend their money, dude, but they have other things to spend their money on. So it's not happening. I ain't buying anything from the official store too. Went to Mumbai and brought the 500 rupee shirts. Bro, buy 100 of them. At least you're giving somebody who's working hard on the streets or something in a store some money to feed their family, dude. I ain't feeding these greedy people anymore, dude. And you know what? I didn't even buy this, dude. My ex-girlfriend got this for me for a birthday gift. I didn't even buy this one. So last time I bought anything was the 2008 Rooney. I had Rooney gigs, and 2009 I had a Ronaldo. Yeah, that's the last ones I bought. Oh yeah, but at least Anthony takes on players. Yep, Shanks. They're up pros. I mean, on the left hand side, I wish he crossed, man. I mean, we are on his. The thing I don't like, I don't understand, dude. Like when people know what you're gonna do, right, Shanks? Do something different so it makes the defenders wonder what you're going to do. So I always thought Anthony playing on the left will at least make him cross more. It doesn't happen. It's kind of annoying, but at the same time, you're like, what can you do? What can you do? Can't do anything about it. Do we have enough stadiums for football World Cup to host? Listen, in 7 years, I'm sure we can build 4 or 5 stadiums too. Or we can do something with the cricket stadiums. You know, lay out, lay out the lay out the grass for the cricket stadiums. I'm sure we definitely have cricket stadiums you can play in. You'll have to make some adjustments there. That might be actually a lot easier to do than building new stadiums. It actually will be a lot cheaper for the government if they did that too, but will they do that? The answer is obviously no. Dude. The answer is obviously no. Oh, they're really cutting hard on this Aussie promo for the World Cup. The Women's World Cup, I should say. Jord, what's up, Jord? Good evening. If host voters knew Indian government negligence of football in Asian games, they won't vote in favor of India. Bro, they probably don't vote in favor of India anyway, knowing that probably is not even the reason they don't vote to. They just don't vote because it doesn't seem like we care enough to bring it to India. That's it. If you see how aggressive Saudi is doing it, is the perfect example. It's your intention that sometimes is good enough without actually, your general intentions, without making it completely obvious. So, yeah. There'll be a lot of planning and organization, and FIFA has lots of conditions like need certain capacity of stadium transport facilities. Exactly, Shanks. See, we have some cities in this country that are, I think are as good as any city in the world, infrastructure wise, like Delhi with the metro, Bombay with the metro. I don't know if we have 6 cities like that, but we have a few. We have a few cities like that. That's what I'll say. Um, and if we were to win the bid, we have 7 years to improve other cities that could get it. Calcutta, footballing cities in the country. The thing is, they don't want to do it, dude, so it doesn't really matter. At the end of the day, if you don't want to do it, it doesn't matter at all. Do you know any website from where I can get best season football jerseys? Oh, dude, I don't want to send you down the wrong one, but my guys at I think Madrid pundits have something called Outhouse Football. You can go check Madrid pundits, dude, or you can check TCSP, whichever one. Think they have like they know people who have good deals on shirt sponsors. So, go have a check there. Nathan, football stadium in the desert will be the best. Listen, dude, at the end of the day, right, they're still willing to do. The thing is, LHF, like, we can make jokes, right, but at the end of the day, they're still willing to do it, and they're willing to do whatever it takes to achieve it, which I can admire. Um, and if they win, dude. Like, I don't know how they're gonna manage so many people in their country. I don't think it's a very big country in general. But bro, if Saudi Arabia have the infrastructure for the influx of people that are going to come, are you really telling me we can't? Oh wow, Lacazette's coming back on the pitch. I guess Lyon doesn't have like a full second team they can throw out there. Ahmad will surpass Anthony in 2 3 months into the season. No one crosses in United. That's true, but I was just expecting it because it's on his left foot just to add something to it. Uh, it's my bad for assuming that would happen. Aman's Mumbai City to play some Saudi teams in the Asian Champions League. Let's see how well they do, dude. Hopefully they thrash them. And there's a lot of unused cricket stadium in here, so it's a great idea. Exactly, LHM. It's possible. It's possible it'll be much cheaper for them too. But is it in a place where it's tourist friendly, where the influx of the people for that week can be managed through transport and stuff? That will be interesting. Oh, look, Laurent Blanc's there giving Donny. Oh, Donny is playing. Okay, This is gonna be fun. Yeah, first half summary. How's your team looking? Jensen, not looking good. We've had more possession. We've had about 300 passes, 260 passes, about 97% accuracy. We've had one really good chance, two really good chances by Ahmad and Anthony. Lyon's had many opportunities to do well as well. But basically, it's been a back and forth game. Lyon have had possession, I would say, in the important parts of the pitch. And now the kids are coming out and just watch us win because that's what happened in the last time. Which is interesting, isn't it? It makes you wonder why the kids are so hungry to impress. It's not surprising to me, but surprising. Yeah, I mean it's surprising because I don't expect them to do it. But listen, man, I don't care how we win, but we better win. I'll just read you the lineup, guys. I am a little behind again, about a minute and change behind, but it's a friendly, so it's cool. You saw United's away kit. Oh, don't remind me, dude. Please, don't remind me. Just like the girl, you need to show you want them. Yeah? Well said. Ooh, that's a shitty foul in Ugle, dude. What are they? They can't even bully kids, dude. This crap team. Hey, Laurent Blanc, you used to be a centre back, dude. What's going on here? What's going on here? What kind of dodgy foul is that on a child? Child abuse. No, Mumbai has security. You know what I mean, but Shanks. I mean, like, but Mumbai does have the facilities to actually deal with that many people. I'm not saying they should or they can, but because just because Mumbai itself is a giant overcrowded city. But my point is that by 2030 we can get some cities in shape. It depends on which grounds are chosen to be redone, basically. Ooh, cross comes in. Ooh, here we go. Come on, young one. Ooh. Nutmegged for us though. So thank you. Are you excited to play with the women's players in foot? You know what, Dhruv? It's 2023. Why not, dude? I'm curious because I guess we're going to pack them in the ultimate team as well, Dhruv. That would be interesting. See, man, it's all. You know what? I'm for it, dude. You know why? Because I think women's football is genuinely doing really well, and I think because they're doing so well, I think they should get their flowers, dude. Like how again, it's like one of those things, right? I think women's football is being super well promoted in the last 4 5 years. I think the last World Cup was it the last World Cup was in France, right? If I'm not mistaken, I think the last World Cup. I think dude, the stadiums were full. Like even I was like, whoa, it's full, dude. Like if you watch the women's cricket World Cup, it's like it's all right, dude. They're not all the matches aren't full. Like the women's World Cup, like people, I'm sure the tickets were much cheaper, than the men's World Cup. But whatever it is, dude, like I mean, they're trying their best to promote it, dude, and I think they're doing a good job. We'll see what happens in Australia, dude. Uh, I think they deserve it, dude. I think it might be fun. I think they have a bunch of women's leagues even in the game, so that's going to be fun. Even if you don't want to play them in foot, Martha's in the game. I saw her legend card already, so it's cool, man. It's cool, and why not? Like I'm sure there's a lot of people who watch the WSL would be really happy with this. Oh, what a goal! Is that Van der Beek? Oh my god! The hell was that? Bro, look at him, dude. He's so happy he scored a preseason friendly goal. How adorable. Look at that. Was that Go with the cross? Oh, Jesus, God and Mainu, dude. Here we go. The new Savage and Iqbal. Let's hope we don't sell them for shit money. Come on, the Jimmy Murphy and the other award winner. I forgot the name of the award, but I know they both won that one award. One was the best youth player, and one was the best reserve player, something like that. Let's go, baby. Let's go. That's a finish. Man, what's happening with the kids, dude? telling you, the kids are cooking, dude. I don't know what the hell else is going on with these grown men, but the kids are cooking, and they're cooking well. Let's go. I'll change the score line in just a minute. Nathan, they can't handle 48 teams. They will co-host with other Gulf nations. Yeah. Listen, I take that too, bro. Okay, you're talking about Saudi, but listen, I mean, I mean, yeah, I mean that would make sense. That would make sense. Man United signs Evan with no leaks. He did. They didn't sign him, dude. He signed him for a month. He's looking for a new team, and he's just with the training and stuff. That's it. Could be permanent though. India can't handle an ICC 50 World Cup, 50 World Cup of 10 teams. Good point. One can hope, dude. What else can I tell you? Maybe by 2030 we could do. That's what I mean. The United Awake at RBS also muttered awake kids, stupid kids. Listen, man. You know people are going to buy them and wear them. So it doesn't really matter what we think. Danish is here. Hello everyone. Hello. Dude, what are your thoughts on Kova, Danish? Very happy. Very happy with what's going on with Kova, man. Can't agree with you, bro. Opinion may vary, but if a player is not performing, sack manager, not player. Example case, Harry Maguire. PDB, nah, that was a nice one. Did women football team would bring more glory than men? Probably. Interesting. Interesting way of looking at it. And also, I believe our youth. Oh, 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 shit. Bro, where was that shot, dude? At least get it on target, cuz. Oh, no. Never mind. Nathan, your game is delayed by almost 2 minutes. Yes, that is true. My MUTV kind of got jacked up, so I'm on delay, unfortunately. That is true. I believe it's about I think it's about between 75 seconds delay, something like a minute and 10, a minute and 15, something like that. Yeah. Quite aware. Tanish, thank you. Whole stream is delayed, to be honest. Should be a number two, no doubt in that, bro. Like how he is pretty calm on the ball, man. He's won a title, right? We loaned him somewhere, didn't we? We loaned him to check. Oh, Ugle with the Jets. Pass didn't give him space to run on it, man. It was ahead of him that he would have put on the Jets, dude. So let's see who's playing for the team now, shall we? Before I update the score. So we got Fish for Martinez, Evans for Varane, Gerardo for Wan-Bissaka, Williams for Fernandez, Farson for Diallo, Isaac Hansen for Mount, Fredin for Mabry, Daniel Gore for Anthony, Donny van de Beek for Menu, and Joe Ugle for Sancho. Amarin's on the bench. Damn, man, I thought he'd get some game time. Bishop's the goalie, and Eli Harrison. Did he play last game? I don't remember. Amarin and Bishop haven't got a game yet. Little sad. Might get one eventually. 49 Van de Beek volley. You love to see it. Bro, the relief on Van de Beek. It's been unfortunate for him the way he's been injured. Nathan, who will win the FIFA Women's World Cup this year? I think USA or Australia. Probably USA again. Manu has impressed me the most. Bro's having orgasms. Who? Van de Beek? Manu has impressed me the most. Yeah. No, if we didn't get someone on the youth on our bench this season, I'd be like, what's going on here? Somebody surely has done a good job. Look at us trying to strangle Lyon. Bro, this is how they're playing against. We have like 8 kids on the pitch, dude. That reminds me, who is Leon playing? Let's see. Bro, Leon has made no changes. Oh, Leon has made no changes from the first half. I thought they made some change. They have made no changes. Who's Leon playing with? Clinton Mata, Mamadou Sars, Diomande, Achraf Laziri, Tolisso, Johan Lepeno, Shefinho, Shefinho, it's a nice name. Mohamed Al Arouche, Amin Sar, and French Charlie Austin up front. For Women's World Cup, there's no hype among Indian YouTubers. Says a lot about our society. LHM, I think IndyCorp. I think IndyCorp will cover the Women's World Cup. I have a feeling she normally covers women's football when it is mostly Indian, but I think maybe she'll cover it. We might do a watch along here or there, LHM. I'm not opposed to it. Wouldn't mind. Let's see what happens, dude. Thing is, we're not familiar with the players in general, dude. It's really difficult to cover it, if you know what I mean, LHM. Like coverage itself, to get it at least where we are, at least where I am, it's not the easiest. Also, when the season starts, it's really difficult to keep track of women and men's football, especially if you're doing multiple watch-alongs on the weekend like I am. So, but yeah, try to feed and Yugal. Official Saudi Pro League is now the number one ranked league in Asia. I mean, I guess. I mean, wasn't it Japan for the longest time? I mean, who knows, dude? Number one Asian league. Okay. You doubting England women's? Oh, they are the European champions. You know what? I didn't doubt it, Johnson, but it was an oversight. I would say between England, Germany, USA, and Australia. Don't know who's in whose group, if they are in the same groups. But the Australian women's team is looking promising. Gerardo with a throw in, Van de Beek with a follow on header. Bro, I don't. I think like the Lyon players, they are playing for like an hour. Gonna play for like an hour probably. A lot of these people are first team players, aren't they? Who's on the bench that you're aware of? I know I saw Tagliafico. Tagliafico is definitely a starting 11 players, isn't he? Tagliafico, then Diawara. Pretty sure most of these guys are their first 11. So Bennett and Malasia aren't going to make any more of the preseason friendlies because they've been injured, which is unfortunate. Which is unfortunate because we did. I did like how Bennett was playing in the first game. That basically means Alvaro Fernandez is going to get opportunities and will share the responsibility with Luke Shaw. Possibility of a breakthrough. Nathan, YouTubers' work is to educate people about which they fail to do. Well, I'll disagree, LHM, and this is not in defense of anybody. Uh, I think YouTubers' work is to do what they want to do with their channel, and some of them are information, some of them are entertainment, some of them are infotainment. I don't really like that word, but I understand what it is. Um, it really depends on what they are as a creator. Like for me, I enjoy sitting here and chatting with you guys and like watching the game and like answering people's questions, and just it's just more interactive based. Uh, Sometimes when I watch UFC streams, I like to give a little information about what I have gathered over the years of watching UFC. Cross comes in, it's pushed out. Ooh, chip goes straight to the goalkeeper. Um, so yeah, I hear what you're saying. I'm not disagreeing with it entirely, but at the same time, I think it really depends on what it varies from creator to creator. That's what I will put. I think the ones that normally are informative, you could say that about them. I think that would be a fair criticism. Uh, that being said, I don't think some people are just interested in watching women's football in general, dude. So there will be no motivation to be informed about it, if that makes sense. Like I like watching cricket now, but I only want to really watch IPL. If people ask me, what is your take on the Ashes, I'll be like, nice. I know it's 2-1 down. Old Trafford is the next test. But apart from that, I'd be like, it doesn't interest me. Test matches don't interest me anymore. So it really depends on creator to creator, LHM. But I see what you're saying. Ooh, kid's taking out his shirt. He's trying to get on the pitch. He's ready. He's getting ready to get on the pitch. Like, Donny, you've had enough time on the ball. Let me in, coach. Should be a good cup regardless, as there's no clear favorite. Aren't USA the clear favorite in the sense of just their history in the tournament at the moment? There's at least one favorite, isn't there? Fred's been fouled. What a game we had yesterday. It's not a surprise that our defense is trash. Mokbai has done a stream of Man United women's team match. He got good response. I should have done. You know what I should have done? I should have done a, a watch along of the FA Cup final. That I should have definitely done. Lyon, everybody's getting subbed off. Now watch us cook, dude. Watch us roast these. Watch us roast the Rezzies. There's a player named Lukaba in look out for him in 2 years. Lukaba. Let's see what changes have been made first. Saturday first, Lukaba. Got it. We're signing Ashley Phillips from Blackburn. He's too young, but geez, how tall is that guy? Now I feel for Man City when they play against us at home. He's not here today. Okay. Today, Mumbai heavy rains. I came straight from the railway station. That bad, huh? Nathan, mostly audience follow YouTube, so if they do women's matches, watch long, they'll watch it. Yeah, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. Um, yeah, I get that. I get that, but I mean, they still must want to watch it though. No, that's the main thing, I guess. LHM, I guess they must still want to watch it. So they basically made a full change. Remy Rio out for Anthony Lopez, the goalkeeper. Tagliafico in. Chef Raine Adelaide in. Niakate in. Alvaro in. Sanchez de Silva, Pate Mboop, Tino Cadavere, Sekou Lega, and Sael Kumbedi. Rene Adelaide, I believe, is a winger, isn't he? Ooh, that was a lovely pass there by Van der Beek. Come on, Fred. Shot! Hansen with pro. Fred should have slotted in Ugal, shouldn't he? "32 shots taken, 16 target, yet we only managed to score 2. Didn't you all have like 90% accuracy at passing as well, and you all made like 700 passes? It'll come in time, Swap. It'll come in time. Women's World Cup's okay to do, I think. Diverse audience with international football. The thing is, Jansen, I don't mind. I don't mind doing it. The thing is, right, that like I don't mind doing a game here and there or anything like that. It's just I don't have a clue about a lot of women's football. Like I don't watch women's football. So like if I'm sitting here watching a game and just chilling with you guys, that makes sense to me. Uh, I don't know if they're showing it in India. Ooh, apologies. Long not slept properly today. Ooh, nice steal by Fred. I don't mind watching it. The thing is, I don't know if there's an audience, or at least on my channel, who want to watch the Women's World Cup. So for me, it would be like a thing where I'm just sitting and chilling with the subs and just hanging out, because I don't watch a lot of women's football. And I don't really like pretending to do things like that. So that's one thing you won't get from me. I'm not going to sit here pretend like I know shit about this about women's side of football, because I don't. Uh, I don't mind doing the odd game here and there for fun, but I don't know if I'll do the whole World Cup. Oh, that reminds me, guys. If you want to join me, I'm gonna be doing a UFC watch along. It's gonna be like 12:30 my time in the night here. It's gonna start 2 hours before the Arsenal game. So I'm gonna have a massive stream on Saturday night, Sunday early morning, I guess you could call it. And yeah, I'm gonna have a massive stream. I don't know how long. I'm gonna be live for a long time though, because I'm gonna bring it in with some FIFA World Cup. Sorry, what am I FIFA World Cup? I'm gonna bring it in with UFC, and then I'm gonna watch the United game after that. So feel free to join me for either. I'm gonna go non-stop, I think. So I'll be here for a while. Nathan, I remember watching DR Sports Women Euro Watchalong, which got good response. Yeah, DR Sports did do that, dude. But DR Sports is like, they have like the women to watch it. I'm not saying only women, but they have like the women to watch it. They have like I believe they have uh panelists who literally are there to cover women's football. So I think that he has a lot of people under him in this under that umbrella, dude. He has a lot of people working under him under that umbrella. You know, he has made a lot of money. He has built that whole studio thing he has. He's opened up a new channel that has skyrocketed over 300K. It took them so long to get to 1 million. This channel in a matter of what, over a year, has got 300K. And he's just put in the money back in, dude, and he's got panelists from everywhere. Like, he has panelists, yeah, he has panelists from the most random team coming to do the watch along with him, dude. Like, he's got a really good network. Robbie's got a really good network, which is great for him. I watch them, but not their football. Got to find out one way or another. LOL. Yeah, yeah. I don't mind doing I don't mind doing a game here and there, dude. I just don't have a bloody clue about what I'm watching. In short, Ange's football was very fluid and entertaining, but that guy needs a defense. Matthew says, okay. Okay. Matthew, I reached out to him, no response. Don't worry, haven't forgotten, Matthew. Haven't forgotten. I hear you, but pretend. I don't think you need to. You can make a thing of it being your first time. Maybe do the first game or some of the knockout stages. I'll do some of the knockout stages, dude. I like that idea. I don't mind. I don't mind. I was actually, I thought I was just gonna do maybe like the semifinals and finals, but why not some knockout games depending on how tasty the matchups are? It would be fun. I don't mind, dude. I've taken my break. I've quite enjoyed not posting, not doing anything football related. I've been watching UFC. UFC is in London, by the way, Jensen. I don't know if you know that, but the UFC is in London on Saturday, so I'm gonna do a watch along of that. It starts like 2 hours before the United Arsenal game, so it works perfectly. I can watch both of them at the same time. It'll be fun. That LA Knight guy is the copycat kid. Listen, man, Matthew, I used to watch him when he was on Impact. He's always had that charisma, and I think he's definitely something different to what the rest of the roster is, and I think that's why people like him. You could say he's a copycat kid, but I'm telling you, man, if you go watch his Impact promos, he's always cut promos like that. Trust me. So watch like Impact promos, watch some other promos from some other wrestling companies. You'll find his delivery, everything quite similar. Um, Eli Drake, his Eli Drake thing in Impact. He's very consistent with the portrayal of his own character. I understand what you're saying by copycat kid, but you'll find that like when you watch him as Eli Drake, you don't really think he was gonna get. You can't fathom the pop he was gonna get like that you see nowadays, dude. So uh, he worked at it, worked at it, worked at it, and eventually it's become very very popular. But when he used to do this shtick, it used to not carry through for a long long time. So I see what you're saying, but not necessarily copycat. If that makes sense, you can just see it for yourself. You can see the Eli Drake promos. You can be a judge for yourself. Cruz, Modric, Casemiro, Isco, Asensio, James Rodriguez, Kovacic, or okay, Modric, Cruz, Arda, Jude, Kama, Fede, Germany. Which one's more exciting? Didn't like James Rodriguez anyway. Uh, Isco, the latter. The latter is more exciting. How's the rains in your place? I heard Panjim area and Margaon's flooded. Panjim always floods, dude. But the reason Panjim's flooding right now is because they've been trying to put in storm drains and they have not timed it correctly, and they've been trying to do renovations around the on the main roads, and they've not timed it very well, and they've not got it done on time. So there is a bit of flooding in Panjim, but not that much, dude. Margao, I'm not really sure what's going on in Margao actually. But Panjim, it floods every year but basically it's kind of surrounded by water, so it's not that bad, dude. But this time it's in particular bad because they were doing some reconstruction of the roads and they didn't finish it in time. Hotspur hippie. Oh shit. Sorry, Matthew. I wasn't talking about him. I was talking about someone else. Apologies. I have not contacted him yet. Bro, I need to go to sleep, man. I I have I have other collabs. I'm sorry, not other collabs. I've contacted someone else and I've not heard from him yet. Sorry. I will get on to that, Matthew. Though I have to get on to it. I have been stalling a little bit. Thank you for reminding. I have to write this down, dude. I can't remember. I have Almighty Blues coming sometime this week. That's the one I'm doing this week, Matthew. Hotstar Happy Collab. I mean, Hotspur Happy Collab. Hotstar. Jesus. Wake up. Wake up. Hotspur Happy Collab. Just write that down. Oh, the memory has not been great. Oh, look at that glorious beard. Gotta love it. Following him right now. Following him right now before I forget. Is there any tips how to sleep less for around 5 hours? Still be. Don't do that, Gaurav. Don't do that. Is my recommendation. Yeah, if I'm online, I'll join you, mate. Yeah, no problem, Johnson. Just follow me on Twitter and Instagram, dude. Because YouTube sometimes they don't give the notifications, man. I'm telling you. Oh, what is this? Sir Jim Ratcliffe is prepared for Manchester United's protracted potential sale to enter the new season and is putting no time frame on when the Glazers need to make a decision. Ratcliffe is yet to hear from the Glazers about his bid. Jamie Jackson. Oh, for the love of God, man. This is not looking good. This why? Why are we not why? Just go away, man. Just go away. We can't get rid of them, man. We can't get rid of Radcliffe. He's so annoying. Oh, I wish I didn't read that. That's really ruined my mood. I followed him on Twitter. Message him in a bit. Ethan and Diaz, Ty and Raul. Yeah, his roasting Barca fans kind of seems political, annoying. Listen, dude, Ty is he's the most annoying person on football media because even if he's wrong, he pretends like he's right, and people say it's like a gimmick, but quite honestly, it's not funny. It's kind of old, and quite honestly, just I can't take him seriously. Sleep more, work less. Listen, bro, do not do that 5 hours sleep thing. Is Stone Cold coming for one more match? He can deliver. Can he deliver in SummerSlam? It depends on if he's training in the off season, Matthew. It shouldn't say off season for him. It depends if he's training at all. Ooh, that was a nice little move there by Fawson. Johnny Evans with the long ball. Ooh. Um, it depends on if he's training or not, dude. I don't know, man. He's not young anymore, dude. He retired, he retired too early, first of all, which is annoying because, at the time the movie deals were coming in, but then the movie deals died. Oh, pull it back. Why didn't he pull it back, Hugo? Ah, you try to cross in front. Damn. Johnny Evans, nice shielding. Oh, he loses the ball somehow. About 8 minutes left, guys. 8 minutes left. It's 81, 53, 54, 55 on my clock. I'm sure you guys are slightly ahead. Uh, Fun fact, Vinny changes girlfriends every year from 2019. I mean, listen, bro. I'm sure if you were his age and you lived in Madrid, depending on how things go, you'd probably do the same thing. Even will Roman Reigns stay champion for lifetime? It's getting boring and stale. LHM, it has to be the right moment, dude. That's the best way to put it. Has to be the right moment, right time for it to change, for it to have the full effect. If it's not changed in the right time for full effect, then it'll just be all for nothing. Ooh, cross comes in. Straight to Kova. Rock should come back, should be Roman for the title. I don't think so. He's another person, dude. Too many gigs. Too many gigs in the works, dude. Too many gigs in the works. Isn't why tag teams are dead in WWE? Well, the art of the tag team has been dead for a long time, LHM. There was some point in time where Vince McMahon just wanted a real emphasis on singles. The tag team division was just a tag team division because it used to be quite prestigious at one point of time. I think there is better tag team wrestling in AEW, really. But a couple of really good tag teams in WWE. I think if the Usos and the Street Profits. Am I missing someone? I think if they went to AEW, they would be cooking, and the Usos, they would be cooking, dude. They'd be cooking in AEW. Think of the tag team matches we've seen in AEW. They'd be cooking like crazy, dude. They'd be having great match after great match. Like, there's Best Friends, there's Lucha Brothers, there's FDR. That was definitely a foul on Joe Ugal. I don't know what the hell this referee is doing. Come on. Absolutely dreadful pass, but then Johnny Evans gives the ball back away, unfortunately. Joe Ugal wins the ball though. Oh, okay. He's charging. Oh, he charged around one player. Charged around two, but there is literally no one there. Donny Van de Beek was pulling his run. I don't know why would he be doing that. He should have definitely continued running. Irish Hotspur, he's good too. I got you an Insta, so no worries. Oh, okay, that's awesome, Jensen. Then you can just, yeah, it's cool. Oh yeah, Qatar to Tottenham. Here we go. And we have fans in history too. Just because we did win a trophy for 50 years, we are not a historic club. Fair enough. Yeah, man, rest is necessary. Hoyland hopes he gets all success. Big shoes to fill in biggest club. Hello, Lavanya. Ooh, straight to the keeper. Faced the mighty relentless Rifle Brigade side in the IFA Shield 1911 quarterfinal. Our defense held steady. Mohan Bagan emerged victorious and reached the semi-final courtesy of Bijedas match-winning goal. LHM apparently it's Cody Rhodes. He's gonna dethrone Roman Reigns for the title. UK WWE always goes for family, right? You know WWE always goes for family. I mean, they're not even on the same brand though, dude. How does that work? I don't see that happening. They're not on the same brand. This Brock Lesnar thing's not over either, so who knows? Where's United gone for preseason? They have gone. They're currently in Edinburgh. They will go to US now after this match. First match will be against Arsenal. Got to play Madrid also in America. So we are in England, Scotland, US. I think that's what we're gonna. No, sorry, Norway, Scotland, US, and there will be like a English leg of the trip. DVB has always been bright for United whenever he got the chance. I don't know if he's always been bright for Buck Creeks, but you saw how that goal, what that goal meant to him, man. That was pure emotion, dude. He's not had the best of times. He's not had the best of times. Yeah, I think the FA Cup is a free for all this season. It could be, dude. It could be. It really depends on lineups, man. Sometimes you get knocked out early because you don't have a favorable matchup. Fred, Jurado, great move there by Fish. Oh, look at Fish bullying him. Lovely. Foul by Gore. Per Creeks, I hope he takes the title. His bloodline thing seems repetitive. It's over, dude. There's no more bloodline thing, really. It's basically, it's going to culminate soon enough. They have already split, so. Nathan tag teams only alive in Impact, NJPW, and AEW. Exactly, that's what I said, LHM. AEW, imagine, best friends, Lucha Brothers, the acclaimed. I mean, even on the lower rung, do they have the Butcher and the Blade, Daddy Magic and Cool and Ange. Um, who else do they have? What else? I'm trying to think of what other tag teams are the best friends. Oh, Gerardo couldn't keep it down. Couple of minutes left. Why there is three world titles in WWE? There's only two brands. Oh, I think that's just a dual title he walks around with. That is and the new belt is a unified belt. That unified belt will be the one that is shown. Ooh, that's definitely a foul. What a move by Daniel Gore. Um, that'll change when the title changes hands. To now, it's just one of those things, That's just one of those things that they have, and as soon as the title changes hands, only that one title will go through. It has to transitionally be removed. Sorry, what am I saying? It should be seamlessly transitioned out of. So it has to be transitioned out that way. If that makes sense. Come on, free kick. Why the hell is Fred on the free kick? Oh, come on, man. Why? Whose idea was that? Everybody's in front, dude. Everybody's in front and they give Fred to do that. Why? Oh, that's annoying, man. What was the point of that? AW can easily introduce a mid-card tag title. I don't think they're gonna do that, though. They definitely have a lot of tag teams. I agree with you. There are two titles on. Yeah, yeah, but it looks like there are three titles because Roman Reigns comes with that bloody two belts now, no? The old the old version of the undisputed title. So he's carrying technically like a bunch of belts and Seth Rollins. For a time, thank God. Never mind. As the two brands, he simply walks around as a show off. Exactly. They say both WWE champions and the UV title are not unified. Universal title, it is unified. Now, dude, that new title is the unification one. So this is the significance basically of saying that I'm telling you, as soon as Roman Reigns loses, you'll only see that title. That's it. That's it. Steve McLaren talking to Laurent Blanc, who he used to coach, funny enough, before. Van der Beek with the winner, dude. Yes, you love to see it. Gore with the assist. It's a nice stadium. Murrayfield looks nice too. Interesting shape. Yeah, so we went 1-0. Take it. Another preseason victory. They all accumulate. They all accumulate. We'll take that one too. I think so many pre-games aren't good for players. We played many pre-games last year and started very poorly in the season, given how hard United ran last. Yeah, so Lavanya, we have like eight preseason games. We have two games back to back, which means we're going to play two different teams because literally the next game there are two games there where we play the team the next day. Um, from what I gathered, I've realized that Ten Hag is putting a great emphasis on fitness. That's why uh, we have a lot of preseason games. I think we have 8 preseason games. I think the reason he's doing that is uh, because he just wants to make sure the energy levels don't go down towards the end of the season. Also, I think he's preparing us for not having too many transfers this season. So he's trying to get the youth up to speed as well with how hectic international football might be. If you think about it, it makes some sense because last time we could only rely on 12 to 15 players, but if we keep the fitness levels of everyone up, we can always, you know, we can always possibly use them down the line. That's how I'm looking at it because as it stands right now, we are not going to get a lot of players in, and we're not quite sure who's going to go out. So I think we're going to have to use a bunch, at least a few of our youth. So yeah, I think we're just trying to get everyone in shape really, because last time we didn't get everybody in shape. We went 12 to 15. We went 12 to 15 players though for 61 games, almost 61 games. Didn't work out well for us. So I think the more people we play, the better it is will be for us. So I understand what you're saying, but at the same time, I think because we are not going to get enough players this season incoming, and we might still sell more players, we're going to have to use some of these players even more so. So I think everyone's just getting some game time in, instead of having to rely on the same stretch of players. It is a gamble. It could definitely blow up in our face, but this is like the only option we've got because we're not going to make the moves we need to make in time. And on top of that, we're not even going to have new owners, so there's that. Liverpool bought 2 midfielders and are selling 4 midfielders, so they have 2 midfielders. Exactly, something like that. Yeah, I feel bad for the Usos and New. They had nothing to do in the WWE Tag Team division. Well, the New Day is basically disbanded, right? Don't Aren't they all like injured? So that's not great. We don't know if Big E is going to even come back. So the Usos are tied up with this thing right now, letting other opportunity for other uh, tag teams to shine. But I don't really think that's going to really happen because only the Street Profits are eye catching that way. Hala Madrid was in Nakli Madrid when we have 5 games, 3 preseason friendlies, and 2 Super Cups. Either my question: if Roman loses, do both WWE and Universal titles get retired? No. Yeah, they do. They do. LHM. So then that new title that you see, that's the new title that goes everywhere. Yeah. Sometimes teams preseason shows their season how their season going. Yeah, that's great. Paras Galot is here. Welcome to the channel, Paras. I believe you're new here. Do like, share, and subscribe if you are. Academy player to look out this season. This is what I've said, dude. I think Kobe Mainu and Fernandez, especially if Malacia is not going to be fit in time for the season. I think Fernandez might get an opportunity a year and there. What about for you, Paras? Uh, you let me know. Question: who's more famous, Stone Cold or Undertaker? Probably Stone Cold because Stone Cold has even Hollywood experience, so even people who might not be familiar with pro wrestling, and there are plenty of people in America that don't watch pro wrestling. By the way, it might surprise you, but it's true. So I think Stone Cold. Plus, he also had reality TV shows and stuff. So there's that. But I think amongst people who love wrestling, I would say probably Undertaker. If that makes sense. Ethan, did you watch WCW? I did. Dude. We had TNT, the channel back when it was TNT Nitro. Yeah, I don't remember everything that happened on Nitro. I was too small, but yes, I actually did watch Nitro. Not live. I think it was pre-taped back then because we didn't watch any wrestling live back then. So it was all not pre-taped, tape delay, as they like to say in the TV business. Tape delay basically means it came out like a day or two later, kind of like how WWE used to be before we decided to make the transition to live a few years ago. So yeah, that's how I used to watch WCW even. For us, I would love to know who your academy player to look out is as well. And do tell me where you're watching from. Dude, welcome to the channel. Indian kids say, matlab, our younger generation think Undertaker's more famous. Yeah, I mean, listen, man, it depends on when you watch wrestling as well, Matthew. So that does definitely play into a factor. Stone Cold has been retired for over 20 years before he showed up to last year's WrestleMania. In fairness to all the kids, you have to be of a certain age to acknowledge that, and I acknowledge that because I at the time I was a kid. I didn't know anything about the internet. I didn't know that was his last WrestleMania. I didn't know that was his last match. I thought he was just injured and he's going to come back. He never came back, dude. And he was my favorite wrestler. Like, he was my favorite wrestler. And then to not know he's not coming back was such a shock to the system. And sometimes I have a little resentment to him, dude. I'm not going to lie because he really made watching wrestling, a highlight of the day when it came out. But it is what it is, dude. There was a triple cage match in WCW. Do you remember? Yes. There's going to be a double cage match on AEW this week, Blood and Guts, LHM. I do recommend. I saw the last one last year. It's quite brutal. It's called Blood and Guts match on AEW. Guys, are Barcelona playing? Not a clue, dude. I remember Undertaker for the casket match, Inferno, and Buried Alive match, dude. Buried Alive match with Edge, Kane, the Inferno match with Kane. James McAtee is one to watch from Academy graduate this season. Yeah, McAtee. Wasn't he on the bench last season even for you guys? Watching from Delhi, and I think Kobe Mainu could save us money to go look for the market for DM. Plus, I think we're gonna anyway do that because I think we're gonna buy Amrabat no matter what. Um, yeah, But as long if Kobe Menu gets games, I'll be okay with it. I don't know if we should rely on him. In many ways, there's a lot of bad timing for us because Amrabat, as someone who did the World Cup watch-alongs, very very happy with how Morocco played, kind of. So I thought we should go in for Amrabat, before we got Casemiro. Sorry, once we got Casemiro as a backup in January, I thought, why aren't we going for Amrabat? This that. Uh, this is World Cups is when players play for new contracts and new teams, right? But then to find out that we are actually going for him now, I'm kind of excited because I don't think Ten Hag is going to play Menu in a lot of games anyway. So I think Amrabat is going to happen. And also, Paras, hopefully you're all good, dude. In general, it's been rough in Delhi the last few days, so stay safe, buddy. Hopefully everyone's okay, man. I know there's been some damage. I don't know if there is a death toll or anything. I can't remember right now, but I have seen the visuals of how bad the floods are. So hopefully you're staying safe, dude. Mother Nature is a very interesting thing, right? Can be calm and it can also be violent. But yeah, I agree with you, though. I wouldn't mind if we didn't go for Amrabat because of Menu. I just don't think Ten Hag is gonna do that. Buckley's no. Okay. Oh, Barcelona playing today. No. Okay. That way, three ways in hell match against Triple H. Just to remember that. See, I like Stone Cold's attitude. Once retired, stay retired, but not like others coming after retirement. The thing is, football creeks, it really depends on how you retired as well, right? Like Edge retired because at the time, the technology wasn't there to do what needs to be done for his neck. He's obviously come back. He's obviously done the tests. He's obviously passed bunch of fitness. He's obviously trained before making that comeback at Royal Rumble because he's 50, dude. That's insane. Edge is 50 this year. He's in incredible shape, dude. And Triple H, he's not that lean. He probably is taking testosterone or something, at least before his heart attack. Because look how lean Edge is, dude. Edge is in fan. In fact, you know what? I'm going to go as far as to say is I haven't seen anyone look in that good a shape at 50 in pro wrestling in a long time. That is not on something. Like even John Cena, he's shrunk, dude. John Cena shrunk so much. He's nowhere near 40. I think John Cena's what, like 45? Edge has put in a lot of work to come back. It depends on the circumstances, I would say, regarding a comeback. Nathan, I want to know War Games match will happen in AEW. What's your favorite stipulation match? Dude, War Games. War Games is a fun match, dude. I love that NXT concept of War Games. Is very good. Um, you know what? It's very brutal to watch, but a Texas death match is good. Yeah, I saw John Moxley versus Nick Gage. It was the first time I've seen one like happening without like not YouTube. It was so visceral. Not John. Was it not John Moxley? Was it Nick? Who was it? Uh, Chris Jericho versus Nick Gage. It was the most visceral thing ever, dude. Like I've not seen violence like that before in a pro wrestling match. But if you wanted to pick a traditional match, I like Hell in the Cell. When they used, especially when they used to use the top of the cage, so that was the exciting points of a wrestling match. Yeah, Kova was good, Aaron was good, Fred was good, Evans better than McGuire. Yeah, agree, and definitely agree. I like AEW in terms of wrestling, but WWE is a good story. But you know what's the funny thing, football creeks? I think that's why I like AEW because they're going back to wrestling, dude. Like the storyline's great and all, but if there's an over reliance on characters, what happens to WWE when they don't have the characters anymore? Like, who has replaced Randy Orton and John Cena? Who has really replaced them? Nobody, dude. If Roman Reigns leaves tomorrow, who's gonna carry them the way Triple H carried them, the way Hulk Hogan carried them, the way Randy Orton and John Cena carried them? Roman Reigns is not the youngest person. Roman Reigns is like 37, 38 years old, dude. Like, who's going to really carry them? It's a difficult one, dude. It's a difficult one. But yeah, I see what you're saying. Storyline writing has definitely been a lot better as of late. I agree. You remember Dominic Custody match between Eddie and Ray List? Yeah, absolutely. That's when I used to definitely watch every week back then. Tape delay, obviously, but yeah. Ezra didn't speak, if you remember, but his comeback was iconic, but he didn't win anything. I mean, he had that crazy match with Randy Orton during the pandemic era, right? That was a crazy match. I don't, what was it? Iron Man match or whatever? That was a crazy match with Randy Orton. He hasn't won anything, but it's not about winning anything now, Matthew. It's about, he didn't even retire to speak because that's when he won the world title again. Who knows how many awesome matches we would have had. And then he literally missed what was it, 11 years? How many years was it? 10 years, something like that. We would have got, if he could have retired, if he didn't get injured, he could have had 5 years of really good matches at that age, and then he could have retired. But he's come back really looking great, dude. Like, phenomenal shape. Phenomenal. Even when Beth Phoenix came back briefly, Beth Phoenix also looked so much better, so much leaner. She used to be really thick and muscular. Like, she's still like muscular that way. She still has that strength, but she's looking in phenomenal shape. You can tell that they have worked out and they have taken care of themselves even after retirement, both of them. And Beth Phoenix has had a child even. She's looking fantastic, dude. So yeah, I used to like Cena, but still love him. But Orton was something. Yeah, big Randy Orton guy. Yeah, big Randy Orton guy. Yeah. I think our main priority should be a young ball playing CB rather than a mid. But Ten Hag has been cooking this window, so we trust him. Uh, for us, this is going to sound a little negative, dude. So apologies. I don't know if I would call it cooking because we just let Kim Min Jae go because we couldn't offload Harry Maguire. Because if we offloaded Harry Maguire, we would have had the money to buy Kim Min Jae. Uh, Ten Hag has done the best with what he has got, but unfortunately, I think we would have been really cooking if a certain group of people got lost and sold the club. But apparently, I don't know if you read it, but on Twitter, a couple of like 10 minutes before the match ended, I just read that Jim Ratcliffe is just going to hang on and wait for the Glazers' deliberation, and he is in no hurry. I quote, "No hurry," to force the issue. So basically, he's just going to sit and wait and pray that the Glazers pick him. So just when you thought the Saudis didn't have any competition, as in like choices, because we thought Jim Ratcliffe's just going to pull out, he's not pulling out. So more uncertainty, unfortunately, for us. More uncertainty. Football crease Jason Jordan being curtailed son WWE best. Yeah, that was a little stupid, wasn't it, dude? He's their backstaff manager now, right? Because he got really badly injured in wrestling. They do that sometimes where they give WWE like to bring their own guys into the fold and stuff. Like, share, and subscribe. Yes, push to 1,000 guys. Yes. Today the views have been low, guys. I have a humble request, if possible, please. Even if you guys don't have the time to spare, do share the stream, guys, because our last stream we killed it. We did 1,300 views, something like that. Today we have not even crossed over like 200 views, which I'm still grateful for, guys. Don't get me wrong. Channel this size getting 200 views is still awesome. I'm very grateful. But if you can, just do share it. Paras, Hush, Football Creeks. Even if it's not United fan, just throw my channel there. Just share it on your socials or whatever you got. It just helps, man. You never know who's gonna swing on by. Paras is just joined us. Hopefully, he subscribes. He likes the content. He likes chilling out here with us. Um, and yeah, that's how more and more people just get a hold of it, guys. You just fast forward the link to whoever you know, and the community gets bigger. And who knows, when we hit 1,000 subs, we might do a little Discord, get more people into the fold. I know a lot of people like the Discord thing as well, so let's see what happens, man. 1,000 is the first goal. Just short of it right now. I was hoping to get to 1,000 subs before the season starts. I mean, there's still like a month left. It's possible. At this pace, it's not looking likely. But if you guys can get me 1,000, that'd be fantastic. Uh, but yeah, road to 1,000. I thought Mike Tyson was appearing in Telugu films, so more worse. Said that. Kurt Angle appeared in Balveer. My guy embarrassed himself by that. Listen, man. Some people just do it because the pay is good and the experience is interesting, you know. Outsiders are very interested with Indian stuff. You'd be surprised how many people are willing to put themselves out there for it. That's true. They're trying to make Cody Rhodes carry WWE after WWE along with Seth. Exactly, but Seth's not young either, dude. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, who's that guy who's gonna carry? By the time Seth hit his peak, he has like 10 years. Like John Cena got in young, Randy Orton got in young, dude. Like as they take longer to develop stars, they'll have a shorter time at the top, if that makes sense. Also, you have to realize it's very injury dependent. Now, Seth Rollins has had a really bad knee injury. How long can he, you know what I mean? You have to look at it that way too. Like Cody Rhodes, I don't think he's had a lot of bad injuries except for that pectoral muscle. So he'll have a few years to go. But Cody Rhodes is not young either, dude. Like, so it gets more and more difficult, man. Like Carmelo Hayes, Braun Breakers, see, that's being smart. That's getting them really young to try and develop them quicker so they have more time at the top. Just get some guys starting at like 28, 29. They don't have a lot of time at the top, dude. It's rough. In Bangladesh, our government TV channel used to broadcast WWE during the early 90s and late 20s. It's pretty good. Listen, dude, however you get it is however you get it. People don't even get that, so that's great. That's a lot to get it on your government TV channel. That's pretty cool. If you watch Judgment Day, they're trying to take them to the next DX. Rhea Ripley as China, if I said a name right. Yeah, Rhea Ripley. Yeah, do get that vibe a little bit. But Kim and Jae couldn't have been the starter ahead of Leach and Varane and Bayern. He directly goes starting line because Hernandez left for PSG. You're right, Harsh, but here's the thing, right? The thing is, or if you look at it from our point of view, is we were trying to get rid of Maguire anyway. So that Maguire money, we could have enticed him because Varane's 30 as well, Harsh, and he might miss some games because he has traditionally in Manchester United missed games. So Kim and Jae could come in to play, and he's more of a long-term thing as well, right? Rafael Varane maybe has good 3-4 more years. Kim Min Jae has maybe 6-7 years. It also depends on what Varane wants to do with his career as well. So getting that player in plus getting Maguire out would have done a lot of benefit to us. Plus, all we had to do was just pay him well, dude, because the buyout clause was the same for everybody. So it would have been a good opportunity to get someone in because by the time we Varane's not in our team, how much money we gonna spend to replace Varane? It's more like a long-term look ahead kind of thing. Now that Timber is even gone to Arsenal, Timber is not an option anymore. Not that I think we would have two centre backs below 6 feet, but still, that option is gone now. He's never gonna play for United ever. Very unlikely. So by the time Varane goes, we're going to have to spend a lot more money. Very unlikely we'll find someone with a buyout clause by the time Varane wants to leave. So there's that issue. Glazers are the literal manifestation of greedy businessmen you see in Hollywood movies. LOL. Yeah. Or if you on the outside looking in, Paris, capitalists, which is what most Americans are. So In many ways, it's not surprising, and in many ways, it's just very frustrating. So cool, cool. Nathan will cook. Monetization incoming. It's not even about that, Matthew. It's just that it's more like a I don't know how to explain it, Matthew. What I've realized is, and I've had this discussion actually with someone else who just hit 1K earlier, late last year. And what we've realized is if you monetize your channel, Matthew, you automatically increase your reach. It's like YouTube uh, promotes your channel through their own algorithm more because you come under the monetization bracket finally. So it's just about making the family bigger, dude, if that makes sense. Yeah. Sort of monetization would be nice because I can put that money back into this, I could get better overlays. I can get someone to do the graphics better. If you know someone who can, you all can recommend me. I could maybe contact them and see if they can help me out. But that's something I could do. I could make the channel look cleaner. I could invest in more gear, maybe a better face camera, stuff like that. Maybe get a PS5, do gameplay. When the season's slow or in between. Watchalong. There's so much you can do. There's so much you can do. Especially if people like the same things you like. So yeah, that's why, man. I mean and it's so funny because that person's channel now is coming close to almost 2K subscribers, where it took her forever to get 1K. And she didn't even have the watch hours after getting 1K. But I told her, watch, once you monetize, your channel will grow a lot faster than, that pre-monetization. And it did. She's closing in on 2K subscribers now. Within months, she's gained almost 1,000 subscribers, and I would say about 4 months, 5 months. So depends on how you look at it, too. It depends on what you do with it as well. But yeah, yes, yes. If you can share it, that would be great. Tomorrow's blood and guts match. Yes, it is, LHM. Blood and guts match, baby. Let's go. That's going to be a fun one. Muhammad Ali will smoke Mike Tyson. Don't know, dude. Prime Mike Tyson was a frightening man. Oh, come on. What's going on here? Thank you. Inventor gotta go for Bastoni or Barella or both. Listen, man. They gotta come in. If they don't come in by Jan, we're gonna be screwed, Harsh. I don't even need to wait till the end of next season to know that. Like, if we don't get these owners in anywhere before the January transfer window, we're gonna be in real trouble, man. Eric Ten Hag's gonna have to pull off a back-to-back miracle, and then he's going to earn that giant transfer fee at the end of next season, dude. Because boy, he's been screwed twice now, 2 years in a row, dude. So let's hope. Let's hope they come in way before Jan. You guys will get someone chill, Nathan. You guys could target Madrid players again. Football Creeks, the thing is, you have to have money to do it, na? Last year we had money because that idiot told us, sitting at a bar, he told us, and the audio was recorded and leaked. So they couldn't lie because before that audio was leaked, they insisted they didn't have money. But when this man spoke, basically gave a trade to some United fans who weren't happy with him, they recorded it. Because what do these people do? These people lie to your face, and then there's a new story. These people pre-recorded it, found out everything, and then they posted it, and then suddenly there was a change of opinion. We could have got Anthony for 50 million because we waited so long. We ended up paying 80. Could have got Lisandro Martinez for 50. We had to pay whatever more. So it could happen, but you also have to have money for it. And right now we have only sold Tellers for 4 and 2 youth players for a total of 1. So I don't really know. Where the money is coming from to do any moves. But yeah, could happen. Your face cam and your setup is so good. PS5, you don't have that, by the way. What are you doing for a living? I do a I do some. I help my family out with their businesses, dude. Yeah, so we have like a couple of little businesses. That's it. Came here from one MUFC, Ishan. Hey, Ishan, welcome to the channel, buddy. Do like, share, subscribe. Thank you for joining in. I appreciate it very much. Hopefully, I'm going to get more on before the end of the season to talk about how we are going to look before our season starts. So I'm looking forward to it. It'll be in the coming weeks. This week, I'm most likely going to have Ankit Bhai from Almighty Blues. That's the plan. I have a little series called State of Affairs. I've already done a Real Madrid one if you want. It's on a playlist. You can go check it out with my friends from TCSB if you're interested. Hopefully, I can get someone from Arsenal and Liverpool as well. Let's see what happens. Everybody's busy with their transfer news and rumors and videos. But let's see if we can get something else going on. Hopefully Liverpool, Tottenham. I'm gonna try and Arsenal. Let's see. Let's see. These three, hopefully. 200 million for Bastoni and Barella. United tax included. United tax. That's what's depressing, dude. You have to actually still pay United tax, even though we're so terrible. We're so terrible and desperate now. We still have to pay United tax. Um, 200. I don't know, man. I don't think they're both worth 200 million. I might get in trouble for saying that, but I don't think they're both worth 200 million, dude. Barella, Bastoni. I don't know, man. I think we can get good centre backs without paying that kind of money, dude. Barella, I guess we'd have to pay 100 million for Barella, wouldn't we? Now the Inter Milan's not going to be happy with what Lukaku did to them. Thanks, Lukaku. You continue to do damage to us even when you don't play for us. Um, yeah, 100 million for Barella. Yeah, I guess we would go 100 million for, but I don't know about Bastoni, dude. He's a good player. I don't know if I would pay 100 million for him though, dude. Harry Maguire has made me very nervous about spending money on centre backs now. He's made me really very nervous about spending money on centre backs. I have to think about that one. Maybe they aren't, but tax is more. Yeah, yeah. I'm tired of paying tax too, dude. I don't know if we can ever avoid that, but paying this United tax is getting a little annoying now. David Alaba would fit in the United system quite well. He would fit in the United system quite well, dude. The thing is, will him not getting to play regularly be a problem? Because if Ronaldo can't play regularly, if Harry Maguire was fifth choice centre back as our club captain, um, I don't think David Alaba is going to get guaranteed game time. So, does he want to come to a club where he doesn't get guaranteed game time? He went from one club who doesn't guarantee game time to another club who doesn't guarantee him game time. Would he want to do that? I don't know. It's quite utilitarian though because we could play left back because that's his original position. Uh, he could play DM. I mean, I know they make the joke, right? He plays left wing for Austria, but he's not going to play left wing for us. We're gonna play Sancho over him. That I know that. We're definitely not going to play David Alaba at left wing. Could play DM if Casemiro gets suspended or injured. David Alaba is an interesting one. I don't know if he wants to come to another club where he's not guaranteed game time. Though. I think maybe the reason he's going to leave Madrid is because he's not guaranteed game time. So you have to take that into account. Yeah. You'll have to. Not comparing, but we sold our youth players, got Kovacic, and we still have 300 million budget. Guardiola deal is done apparently. Yeah, man. I don't know, but dude, you all don't have fullbacks. You're selling your wingers. I don't know what is your team going to look like next season. It's going to be interesting, football creeks. I don't think y'all are going to do as well, dude. And when I mean as well, I mean obviously not the treble, but I think y'all might have a little bit of an issue next season, dude. I don't know, man. There's still time. There's still time. Who knows what you guys are going to get? But it's going to. I think it's going to be a little harder for City this season, which is weird because they won the treble. It should be easier, but for some reason, if you sell who everyone thinks you're going to sell, I don't know how it's going to look, dude. Between Rasmus and Moani, who do you think will fit our system more? I think Kolo Muani could fit our system more because he could play multiple positions. The thing is, Paris, is that I think we just need an out and out number nine, dude. And I think Hoyland might be the better one. Uh, his off the ball movements great. I was just watching some videos of him making, like it in NFL it's called a juke. So what a juke is like, you go this way and then you move that way because they're coming head on, if that makes sense. I don't know if you guys watch NFL. I watch a little, no expert, but it's called a juke. So it's like, when you're coming head on, because that's how it is, right? That's how you defend. What happens? So when he's running, and when the defender's trying to like keep an eye on him, whether they're behind him or in front of him, they're trying to like gauge where he is. What he does is he jukes, and he does that a lot to try and like get the defenders off of him, especially when the ball is coming in from the top or from behind. So his off the ball movement is something that is very promising. Unfortunately, our players don't cross as much, so we're gonna have to require on our midfielders to hit more crosses that way. But um, I'd still take Hoyland, dude. And I think the reason he's gonna fit our system more, Paris, is I think he's just an out and out number nine. I think when you simplify roles sometimes, it turns out to be better, dude. When you have too many roles, you get what we kind of got today, where Sancho is up front, Sancho's on the left, Anthony is on the left, he's on the right, Ahmad Diallo was on the left at one point of time in the counter. It's like when everyone is too diverse, it can also be a problem sometimes. It's there's that saying, right? It's like too many cooks spoil the broth. That's what it is like. It's like when people play too many positions, it can be a bit of a pain as well. So I would take Hoyland, dude. I just want someone to play the role. That's it. And we need a number nine, dude. We don't need someone who can play on the wing. We don't need someone who can play a false nine or a cam or whatever. We just need someone who can play the position. And I have a feeling the way things are going, dude, Yugel's going to be sitting on our bench because I don't trust Martial to be fit, man, for the whole season. So uh, Ten Hag is going to have no choice but to put Yugel on the bench this season. So yeah, just buy someone who's a number nine, dude. I this is one time where I don't want someone to be a utilitarian player. Just play your position and that's all you know. Just do the job. That's it. Walker and Pavard swap deal is hitting the rumors. Pavard also is United target as well. I don't know what we're gonna do with Benjamin Pavard, dude. Again, if people there are certain positions where everyone who signs for our club is going to be sitting on the bench. Centre backs is definitely one of them. Number 10 will be one of them. Left wing, as long as Rashi is fit, I don't think anyone replaces Rashi. Big Luke Shaw fan. Eric Ten Hag is left back. Right back, there's the opportunity to, if you play your cards right, there's an opportunity to expose, get a chance there. Number 8 position, there's a chance. Right wing, there's a chance. Even though Anthony is Ten Hag's guy, there's a chance you can do some damage there, get a chance to play some more games. There are certain positions I don't think it's going to happen. And Pavard will basically just coming to hang out on the bench. I don't see him. I think he might even be played behind Luke Shaw like a Maguire thing. So he won't be getting any game time here unless something drastic happens in our club. Nathan, don't you think we should buy forwards from the Dutch league and Portugal league? Like if we buy forwards from there, they actually work. Actually, the thing is, right, that so there was somebody I was wondering why we weren't buying like last season. I believe I think he only went to Atlanta in the end. Toyn Koopmeiners. I was very interested in Toyn Koopmeiners. Was interested in Ibrahima Sangare. Don't get me wrong. They're nowhere near as good as Casemiro. I don't think we even have to discuss this, but just so the I'm clear with my stance. They're not even anywhere as good, and the thing is, we didn't really know we were going to get Casemiro, kind of, right? It just managed to happen. So um, we could get players from the Dutch league. We were interested in Ryan Robbie as well, I believe. Um, who else were we interested in? We could have done something with Xavi Simons, however you want to say it. Uh, who else? Mohamed Kudus was someone we were interested in. We could have. I don't know what happened, dude. Maybe the money was an issue. Maybe the players Ten Hag wants. We already have a good player in that position, so it's not worth spending the money on someone that's going to probably sit on the bench a little bit more. The Portugal, another one who went to the Portuguese league and now has 100 million buyout clause. Orkun Kokchu, who was who is who won like multiple Eredivisie Player of the Months and stuff like that. He's gone, I think, to Benfica, and now they have slapped a buyout clause of 100 million on him. We could have got him. They bought him for like 25 million, put a 100 million clause on him. I'm like surprised we didn't go for Kunkokchu even. The Portugal league, I was interested in Gonzalo Inacio. He was someone I was interested in. Diego Costa was one of the ones people were talking about. Mehdi Taremi. I don't know why we don't buy Mehdi Taremi for a backup. I think he's like 15 to 20 million. You can sign him just for a 2 year deal, like we got Ericsson on, and it doesn't have to be long term, but just as backup if Hoyland, gets injured or there's an issue. But I think money is kind of our issue, Hush. I think we have to be really careful what's happening. Kolo Muani 200 million, 100 million by 100 million tax. Yeah, dude. The taxes are going to not be favorable to us. For sure, can't disagree with Peter. Probably, probably. Definitely 120 million at the very least. Cancelo might stay. Rafinha, Olmo is coming, or both of them. The deal is Rafinha is heating up and it's getting closer and closer. Him to Etihad for Barcelona's Mahrez replacement. I'm really surprised, dude. He really wanted to be at Barcelona. Created all this bullshit that happened between the Leeds president and and Boli and everything, just to come back to England. He would look like such a dick, dude. Like seriously. But another loan spell for Weghorst. Well, yeah, I guess so, dude, because he's going back to Burnley, right? And the company apparently doesn't want him, so probably. Imagine Weghorst at Luton Town. It'll be long days at the Kenny for him, dude. Darwin Nunez is also Portugal league. Sure. Gonzalo Ramos, he has a 106 million buyout clause. Hush, you don't have the money for that. Balogun for Arsenal, he's a really physical striker, got 20 goals. Yes, he did. You know what's a funny thing about that? Football Creeks. They don't want. You know what I never understand about this? There are sometimes, no, something shady really happens in football, okay? Check this out. So Arsenal don't mind offloading Folarin Balogun, okay? They don't mind offloading him, but at the same time, they value him as a 50 million player. So now explain something to me, right? You bought Gabriel Jesus for 50 million, okay? This player that you don't rate and you have sent on loan to France is the same price valued as Gabriel Jesus. But you don't want him to play for your team. He's probably better than Eddie Nketiah. Why wouldn't you sell Nketiah and keep Balogun as the backup? How? How is he the same price as Gabriel Jesus, but you don't want him? Something's not right there. Something's not right there. For Greece, no, can't happen. Yeah, I don't think we're going to buy an Arsenal player anyway. So, abhi tak live, yeah, just having fun after the game. Game was a little boring, so just chilling out. But it is 9 o'clock now, so you guys can go have dinner. We will be live No matter what, we will be live Saturday night. Well, technically Sunday morning. We'll be live about 12:30 Sunday morning in the at midnight for UFC watch along, and into it we will watch the Manchester United and Arsenal match. I believe. Just let me check here again. I believe it's literally 2 hours after 2 hours after UFC starts. The UFC is in London, so it's actually working out very well for me. Yes, Sunday 2:30 a.m. That's right. Sunday 2:30 a.m. and UFC is Sunday 12:30 a.m. So I'm gonna do a back-to-back stream there. So Sunday we're gonna go live for sure. Let's see what's happening. Hello Nathan, how's your night going? It's going great. Untitled 893, also known as Nathan from America. It's going great. Can't complain. Another win. Another win. Van de Beek got a goal. It meant a lot to him. I was very happy to see that. Hopefully he kicks on, man. What else can I say? Just word for Arsenal. They're a one season club. They finished second. They're too high now. They are going to feel the pressure of Champions League football, dude. It's been a while, and we're going to see how they handle it. And they got to play Tuesday, Saturday. So yeah, Chelsea versus Wrexham. What's a um, unlikely terrain? But don't worry, dude. I'll do a lot of Chelsea watch-alongs as the season starts. But we made 5 million from sales. Can't be by Gonzalo Ramos. Yeah, I don't think the maths is mathing on that one, Harsh. Unfortunately, uh, as you saw, we have a lot of Murtaugh madness, dude, going on. Murtaugh madness hashtag. Anyway, guys, I'm off to get some dinner. You guys take care. Do like, share, and subscribe. And yes, guys, from the streams pushing forward, it would be fantastic if you guys could share it on your socials. That would be great. You never know, someone, a passerby could be an interested person who could be a new subscriber. So yes, that, and we got the win today. Another win, another preseason friendly down the books. We are on to Arsenal. I believe that's in America. UFC watch along followed by United Arsenal watch along, back to back, continuous stream till both things are over. It's going to be a long stream. So if you know anyone who watches UFC, do send them my way. Chelsea are weighing in a move to sign former defender and academy product Mark Gahey. Crystal Palace skipper. That's going to cost you. It's going to cost you. Can you have dinner here? Nah, bro. I can't have dinner here. No, I can't have dinner. You saw the Bayern game yesterday? Absolutely not. 27-0. That league is a joke. I don't even know how a team with players could actually concede a goal every 3.5 minutes, but can't take it seriously, dude. Can't take that seriously. Anyway, guys, you take care. I will see you on Sunday. Unless I do a stream with Ankit Bhai, I have to ask him if he's free. We're going to do a Chelsea state of affairs, which is how we look at the Chelsea point of view. That's it. We just look at Chelsea's point of view and ask questions based on Chelsea. Figure it out. Yeah. See what Ankit Bhai thinks about what the season's going to hold, and it'll be a fun one. It's basically, getting a person's opinion on what the season's going to look like. It's fun. Bye, Harsh. Bye. Good night, guys. Take care, and I will see you hopefully for a state of affairs soon. Do keep in touch on the socials to know when the next video is going to come out. Take care, guys. Have a good day. Have a good night wherever you're watching, and see you in the next one.